Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, says he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dogs and shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of town. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Calling me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trip. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the fro.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything
hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Depend on nobody.
Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, says he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dogs and shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of town. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Calling me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trip. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the fro.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything
hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Depend on nobody.
Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition. competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, since he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dollars, that shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of town. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Calling me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trip. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the fro.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. It's never free in this world, everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. It's never free in this world, everything
What goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. What goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Depend on nobody.
Welcome to Frostville. IBD, Dr. Frizzle. Dr. Frizzle Frost. We're about to do a reaction to my homegirl, Rose C. She did a live screen the other day, and they were talking about the most important thing on a woman is between her legs. So we're gonna be reacting to that. Shouts out to Rose C. Y'all can definitely go subscribe to her channel. Just click on her name. Give me a second, because I got to make sure I did it right. Give me a second, because I'm gonna have it where y'all can click her name and y'all can go over there and subscribe. Let's see. I gotta tag her in this thing, man. Let's see. Give me a second. I also need to do this shit. Did I change this shit? I'm fucking up my algorithm. Okay. Just give me a second, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're about to get it in. Do a reaction to my homegirl, Rose C. One of her live screens. Shouts out to Rose C. And we're going to get it in. We're going to talk about that thing, man. Excuse me. Give me a sec. I had to change some shit up real quick. All right. Look, we're about to get ready to start the show in a minute. I'm finna hit y'all with the intro so we can dissect this thing, man. Let's get it.
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that was that called family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo. bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. Blood means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. Cold, bitch. Welcome to Frostville. Salute to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery. That's it, man. Shouts out to Ian Chump. Sorry, I ain't taking name right. Shouts out to Ian Chump. Shouts out to Paris. Appreciate you coming through. Shouts out to Cole. Appreciate you coming through. Shouts out to Roberto. Appreciate you coming through. Shouts out to Deshaun Ali. Appreciate you coming through. Peace and prosperity to you. Peace and blessing to you. Now, we're about to dive into the show. I got it pulled up. I'm going to hit my share screen. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we're about to dissect that thing, man. Let's do this. Let's change this up a little bit. Excuse me. I definitely got to change. I definitely got to change my set. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have her a little smaller, have me a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? So this is Rose C. As y'all can see, y'all could definitely go to her channel and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go over there and subscribe, show some love. You know what I'm saying? Great content over there. And let's see.
Down to sex, a woman could be cooking. You know, shout out to Cooking with Kaya. And you had all these men, all these women, you know, I'd marry her. And if a woman's posting herself lifting weights, right? You know, oh, she's just trying to attract men. Look at the short shorts she's got on. Look at her trying to show off her body, right? If she posts herself reading, y'all, this is actually a real thing. I actually saw a girl on Instagram post, you know, just content.
Now they do be putting them shorts on to show that body. Now they do that. They do that. You know, but we got to let's just be honest here. Women love attention. Not all women, but come on, majority of women love attention.
Of her reading books. Oh, she's trying too hard. She's trying to look a certain way to get the male attention. And then it becomes weird because it's not about a woman's thoughts. It's not about her humor. It's not even about her creativity or her resilience, right? It's just about her body. And it's about her sexuality and how she chooses to express it, whether she's modest or if she's out loud and proud with it. And it's almost as if we have convinced ourselves.
9 times. See, this where this is where the guys that be like, they try to throw sex out the picture when it comes to a woman to make themselves look some type of way or seen some type of way, and then they try to manipulate the situation into sex, right? Or they try to wait until they moment for the sex. See, I don't like them guys that do that, man. When we already know that, yes, men love the way women look. It's something about a woman that's, yes, it's gonna attract us sexually, or like something that we like, something that we like. And of course, you got beautiful eyes, that could be a turn on for a man. Beautiful lips can be a turn on for a man. The way your cheekbones shaped or something can be a turn on for a man. Long legs, a lot of guys like long legs, even though they'll be like, I don't want no skinny women, but face the facts, they be loving them long legs. And we also got what they be calling stallions. The women we call stallions, they just thick with long legs. But anyway, yeah, so when you sum it all up, it equals to sexualizing, right? When you sum it all up. So of course,
as a society, that a woman's greatest contribution is the cooch, is what she's willing to give up to please somebody, right?
And that's in the top 5 for me. I ain't gonna lie, it's in my top 3. It's in my top 3. Not even gonna hold. I got to be honest here. But most guys, it's in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Sex is in the top 5, but most likely, cooperation. How do she hold her own when you're not around? Her skills, talent, potential. So all that do matter, but come on, the sex does matter too. So we just not gonna exclude it. But women know this, and they know that men idolize their body. They know men undress them with their eyes. Well, they know males undress them with their eyes, because as men, we done had plenty of it. So by the time we reach a certain age, we're looking for stability. The same like how men be talking about women when they get to a certain age. They get to a certain age, now they ready for the good guy. I'm like, so what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? The woman played at a young age. You played at a young age. We all played at a young age. And then when we get older, it's like more things start to matter than just playing a fucking round. And we want stability. We want a wife. The women want a husband, or we want to play house. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, guys. We can't keep dumping the women out the window because things don't go your way with the woman. But definitely, we gonna get in this bitch. We getting in this bitch. Say as young as people is like in the top 10, as young as people is, nah, bro. The younger you is, the closer that bitch is to number 1. Tell you the truth. Young people hormones is like a flare. You know what I'm saying? It's real high. The older you get, the more your sexual senses, hormones. Excuse me, your hormones start to tone down. But let's get it.
And it's weird and it's interesting at the same time, because it's almost like you criticize the women who want to embrace their sexuality. We call it 304 culture, right? We always say that we hate 304s. We always say that, these women aren't the married type, or these women aren't the good women, right?
We don't hate the 304s. I don't know. They probably do. A lot of guys do like to judge women because they're promiscuous. Did I say that word right? Anyway, it means that a woman have multiple sex partners. And guys like to talk about those women and down talk. Look, if that's not your type of woman, Who the fuck telling you to deal with them? But yet they complain about them. They throw salt on them. Like, come on, man. If that ain't your type of woman, don't go for it.
And you know,
feel free. Yeah, hold up. All right. So if anybody got something they want to say, they can click the link, come up for a second, talk for a second, then I drop you back down. I got to get back to the show, but that's how I'm gonna do it tonight. But link in the chat. Let's get it.
see these people, men, women, on 3-4 hour debates about this, 30-minute discussions, all about a bikini picture. And then we're just trying to analyze who this woman is worthy of dating.
And that same woman in that bikini picture that they talking about, if she gave them a chance, they going. Let's talk about it.
And, you know, I don't think anyone finds that strange enough for my liking. No one ever asked a woman, oh, what kind of books are you interested, right? No one asked about this woman, what she is actually passionate about.
Nope. I disagree with that. Even though I didn't get her time to finish, I know where she's going with it. There are guys who try to be more in tune with women or the woman that they're interested in. They try to be more in tune with her. They try to get to know her a little more. They be concerned about her emotional side, right? And then the women call them boring niggas. So let's talk about it.
It's always silence. And it's just fascinating. It's fascination of the woman because you're just wanting to consume her. Welcome in. Shout out to you, Willing to Win. Thank you so much for joining. I think spirituality is the most interesting for me. And you know, Riaz, I appreciate you for saying that because it doesn't seem like a lot of men or women are even willing to lead with those kind of situations and thoughts for themselves. Posting yourself reading is a green flag for me. Okay. And see, shout out to the men.
My boy said posting yourself reading is a green flag. I mean, red. That's a
that actually would like to know more deeper about a woman than just what her body and everything else is.
And she gonna call that nigga boring.
Able to produce and provide. Sorry, y'all, 1 second. Got to be a mommy rose second. All right, and y'all just let me know if I'm, going too fast, talking or anything. I'm sorry about that. I'm really excited. I've missed you, Lover Gang. Let me take a sip of wine so I can slow down with y'all. I've missed y'all. All right. So, being desired is not the same thing as being known, right? Ladies, I do want to tell you something that I wish, I really heard more. A man wanting you is not the same thing as a man knowing you. Sometimes we're flattered by the attention because attention feels like validation, right? And I'm sure we've all been there, done that. Even the gentlemen probably have been there, done that, right?
So that is that's a very good key point where she said somebody wanting you is different from somebody knowing you. And I think it's important to get to know each other, get to know each other better if that's your woman, or you want to make her your woman, or y'all then agree to the relationship. So that's a very important part. And I ain't gonna lie, like through my 4 years of being single, I really just stopped giving a fuck about knowing a woman. You know what I'm saying? And it was that's why I never could really connect, and I just kept a roster. But that's how single guys do. Like if they single for a while, they start to detach from the relationship side of things. So when they do jump back into a relationship, it's a whole different thing, and it's like it's easy to disturb their peace because they were doing just fine without all the extra shit by themselves, right? And I think women are getting to this point too. I think women are going this way, like women that have been single for a while. and they get into a relationship, it's easy for her to let that shit go because her peace matters more. And she was doing just as fine without that nigga. So it can go both ways on this. And once you find peace, though, like some people don't really understand this. Once you find that peace, man, that's what you're competing with. Like, if a man finds his peace, the woman is not competing with other women anymore. She are competing with that man peace. If a woman find peace, that man is not competing with other men anymore. He competing with her peace. And peace is a whole lot competitive than a roster. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
He keeps calling me. Oh my God, he can't stop looking at me. He's always complimenting me. He says I'm beautiful. Cool. We love that, right? We love that. Gentlemen, don't stop doing that. We love it. It's A1 in our books. But is he able to?
I don't know. I don't really give compliments. Like, the way I give compliments is sarcasm, something like sarcasm or a joke, some type of shit like that. Like, you know, I say, you know, you probably hear me every now and then say, you know, the woman look good or some shit. Or most likely the compliment from me is gonna come of what I like for myself. You know what I'm saying? But let's go.
To describe my fears, right? The things I'm afraid of. Is he able to explain my personal values? Can he tell somebody what's going to make you ladies laugh or what makes you cry? Does he know the process of, you know, how to get you through disappointment? Does he know your dreams? Or does he just know your body measurements? Because those are different levels of intimacy that sometimes, you know, men don't really take the time to even try to really understand about you. And I don't think a lot of us require it sometimes too. He wants to experience you, right? He doesn't really know the difference between experiencing you as a person in your body versus, you know, just understanding you. The difference is requiring the curiosity of it all. A man has to be curious about actually wanting to get to know you as a woman. And the other, you know, when he wants to experience you, all that requires is just simple attraction, which is not a bad thing, but how do we get deeper beyond that? And as women, I do believe that we tend to confuse the two.
So do women want deeper feelings from the man? Is that's what they really want? Because there's been plenty of times that women tell men what they want, the men deliver, and it's still not enough. The women, it's been plenty of times. The women tell the men, this is what they're looking for. The man delivers what she's looking for, and it's still not enough. So is what she's saying is what women really looking for? That's just a question.
He thinks, oh, if he wants me this badly, he must really like me. Not really. Desire is powerful, and no one's ever going to deny that. But desire can exist without respect as well, without emotional investment, and without commitment. Especially, like I said earlier, especially when it's without curiosity. Being wanted, like I said, beautiful, wonderful, we love it. Eat it up. But being understood, that is true intimacy. Please do as willing to.
I do think that's important while you're in a relationship. The understanding of each other, that's really like number one. You know what I'm saying? Understanding each other. That's very important.
Win says, and please like the video. Tony, support the show, support the channel. I'll get a teleprompter when we get the support, y'all. It's hard out here. No, but I will eventually invest in things. You know, shout out to anyone who is able to donate to the show. Like I said, we have a $50 goal. These things do.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, this is Rogue C. Y'all can go to her channel and subscribe to her also. Good content, very good content over there.
Do go to making sure that the presentation is better, y'all, because like I said, I actually do like to take notes to give you guys an actual show where it's not just me ranting and rambling and me not actually having a cohesive thought to give you all. So I most definitely appreciate you for saying that, Tony. Now, Tony, if you also want to hit the Cash App and support the show.
She let's go.
Does a woman with one body have the same value of a woman with 1,000? I think that's so hyperbolic, right? I'm not saying that there aren't women out there with 1,000 bodies, but I think
1,000 bodies. That's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of bodies. But I guarantee you, it's somebody out there looking to be 1,001.
Woman with 1,000 bodies is not trying to be compared to the woman with the one body, right? I think the woman with the 1,000 bodies is comfortable enough to understand that she's not the same woman. And the fact that people are now trying to go up to her and say, woman with 1,000 bodies, you're so wrong. It's like, why are you focused on me instead of making sure that the woman with the one body doesn't become me? I'm cool with who I am. I think that's the issue I think a lot of people have with the idea of hoes. The hoe is cool with being the hoe. The hoe is cool with being who she is.
Y'all leave them hoes alone. Y'all start criticizing them hoes. They come in handy. Them hoes come in handy. They somewhat, y'all excuse me, man. Excuse me. Promiscuous women. Leave them alone. They come in handy. Some of y'all be having a slow Tuesday. Some of y'all guys be having a slow Tuesday. And them 304s come in handy. You know what I'm saying? Come in handy. Some of you guys are in sexless relationships. Some of you guys are in sexless marriages. And them 304s come in handy. You know what I'm saying? Leave them 304s alone. They know how to play their part. Let them play it.
And I think that is what outrages people. Like, oh, why are you okay with that? She's like, I've been there, done that. This is my life, and I'm cool with it. Go help those other people. And like I said, I'm just saying from one example.
I agree. Go help the ones that wants to be helped. It's a lot more to this. Like, as far as when we talk about 304s and or strippers or prostitutes, it's more to it because we can also we have to dive into the mental health and how did they get to this situation. But we're not on that tonight. You might hear me bring some stuff up like that every now and again. But we do have to like kind of just lean back and not criticize. You know what I'm saying? Not judge the woman. Don't judge the woman. And like I said, guys sit back and complain about these type of women. Why are you complaining about these type of women? Don't mess with those type of women. It's just easy like that.
Actually, let me go ahead and pull up these videos so we can actually get started on that. Because I do think that this is actually a cool conversation to have. Let's see. Which one did I want to do?
I don't know if the music is copyrighted or what, but I'm definitely going to be stopping it just to space it out a little bit. But she finna pull up a video to react to, and I guess I'm gonna listen and react to it too.
Let's do this one. This is the one I think I wanted to see. Hold on, let me also get my favorite.
A 304. A 304 is a hoe. If you put 304 in your phone and turn it upside down, it'll say hoe.
Their use banner up. Shout out to everyone. If you have not already hit the like, please make sure to do so. I would most definitely greatly appreciate you. Let's see. Red lipstick. I know you being funny, but I love it. I know you being funny though. Listen, that was a good question to ask. Don't do that. I had to know what was the definition at that time, because just sleeping with people, I don't think that makes you a hoe. We know the actual definition is somebody who sleeps with people with money for money, right? But I love it. I love it. Y'all are funny.
And just speaking of like how these guys talk about hoes. It's funny how they talk about hoes, right? And never, not all of them, because some guys they just can't get the box like that. You know what I'm saying? But some of these guys who are getting box or have got box like that, it's funny how they can talk about hoes and they was part of the fucking problem. But you won't hear them say that. Some won't admit it, that they was part of the problem. They was whoremongers. Whoremonger. A guy who's having sex with multiple women, not taking neither one of them serious. The whoremonger is the person that turned the women into hoes. But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that, huh? We just talk about the hoes, but we don't talk about the men. If the men were such good men, you know what I'm saying? Like how some of these guys talk like, man, it's the fucking A1 thing around this bitch when we got our mistakes too. But the fact is, the women wouldn't be hoes if the men knew how to decline. The women wouldn't be hoes if the men knew how to decline. If they didn't accept what the woman, if the men just sat back and told the woman, now, you know, you need to wait the marriage. If every man did that, we wouldn't have hoes. But we live in a world where there's no yin without a yang. So we got good and bad. We got the pretty, the ugly. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the world we live in. Hoes is not the problem. Knowing how to navigate, that's the fucking problem. Men don't know how to navigate.
Buddy, let me put the fair use banner up real quick, and then let's go ahead and skip this ad real quick.
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
He say niggas can be hoes too. Nah, the men are whoremongers. That's what it's called for the men. We're the whoremonger. We make the women, we turn the women into hoes, or make the woman out to be a hoe, treat the woman like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how hoes are born, through a whoremonger.
Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Some people think you can live without intimacy, without connection.
And let me know if the music's too loud, y'all.
I think that's total crap. A few years ago, a client emailed me and he said, "Today a miracle happened. Since my wife passed, I've been very lonely. I haven't so much as been hugged in over 2 years. I'm not handsome, I'm not rich. I don't know how to talk to women. But you helped me. You rubbed my back.
I'm not handsome, I'm not rich. I don't know how to talk to women. The thing, I'm just gonna take that little bit of small part she said, and I'm gonna say this. The only way to build yourself up to knowing how to talk to women is to start talking to women.
You listen to me vent about my grief. This might just be a job for you, but today you saved my life. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a doctor.
Let's see.
I don't work for a crisis hotline.
Let's see what she says. Why so many more?
To demonstrate, I'd like the men here today to think about a time you might have heard one of the following phrases. Man up. Toughen up. Don't be a sissy.
How many times I heard that a lot when I was young? And you know what? Fuck it. Man up. Toughen up. Don't be a sissy. Go cry in the car. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I had to grow up living by those standards. You know what I'm saying? From older guys, my older cousins, my older relatives. You know what I'm saying? That was friends of the family type shit. Toughen up. Be a man. Man up. Man, don't cry. And now they're telling us it's okay for men to cry. And then, damn, I wish I still had that post. But it was a post. Somebody posted on Facebook, and there was like women, what do you think about your man when he cries? Or ex? Y'all know how many women was in that comment dogging niggas for crying? You had a few of them that was like they felt sad too. But the most of the comments I read, they were dogging guys for crying. They were dogging guys for getting their emotions. But let's go.
Real men don't cry. How old were you the first time you heard that? Younger than 10?
Go cry in the car.
Younger than 5?
Don't let them see you crying. Go cry in the car.
What was going on in that moment? Were you afraid?
This one.
And since sex is the only time that men get to take off that mask, it's easy to understand why men often feel like they need to be connected sexually in order to express themselves emotionally.
Welcome in, homie.
On the other hand, women often feel like we need to be connected emotionally to express ourselves sexually, right? And this dynamic, this mismatch that happens, oftentimes leaves the guy feeling alone or rejected. And then poof, they're in bed with a sex worker.
Poof, we gone. Speedy Gonzalez, andale, yeah. Out of there. But yeah, I do think relationships need to connect more through emotions and feelings, and connect with each other more through that type of way, emotions or feelings. Is that important, right? For the sex. Because if she desire you sexually or high sexual interest, and she desire you, do you really got to connect with her emotionally? Do you really have to connect with her emotionally for the sex to be given? Different strokes, different folks.
But what happens if he's too poor, too afraid, or too ashamed to hire someone like me?
Welcome, Christopher.
Former NFL player Joe Ehrman once said,
so I just want to get into it real quick. So pretty much she is saying that because of the societal pressures and the societal loneliness that men are finding themselves under, that is why a lot of men will find themselves trying to get some type of expressive, understanding, trying to get some idea of who they are as men, trying to get some type of freedoms, trying to get some type of, release. And that's why they end up with the sex worker, which is funny to me because we do hear a lot of times that these are the men that also say that they don't enjoy the 304s, that they don't enjoy being with the hoe. And, even with Fatty, shout out to you again. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. It is funny because even when I said on your show the other day, I think a lot of times the men that are with the quote unquote hoe, that is technically their wife. Because if you do enjoy her company, if you do enjoy her time, if she is the fun girl, she is actually fulfilling those desires and those needs that I am hearing that this woman is speaking of. That is your wife.
No, the hoe is the hoe. And then she said earlier that the hoe have no shame being the hoe. She is okay who she is, right? So if the woman is a hoe and she's okay being a hoe, how is that the guy wife just because he enjoys her?
Y'all, you are enjoying that woman, and if she is also getting you sexually turned on and she's also fulfilling that sexual desire for you, then yeah, I think that's your wife, y'all. And I think we do kind of get a little too hard on women when we are just fulfilling the biological needs, right? So if you are having issues with women who aren't having enough sex, why get mad at the women that are? I think that's weird. Welcome in, China. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. China, give me a second. I'm also going to press play and I'll get you a wrench, boo. Thank you so much for coming through. Tay Tay, it's most definitely the Madonna horror complex. And we can also break that down. Y'all, we do have a $50 goal. So if anyone is able to, we can also open up a panel, I'll say at 20, 25. So we can go ahead and hit halfway through the goal with 20 to 25. The Cash App is scrolling at the bottom. It is Rogue C19. And yeah, we can go ahead and also hit the panel and we can have the conversation because I would love to hear your input on that Madonna horror complex. Welcome in, Danny. Welcome in, Dr. Steele. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in, Batman. Y'all, if you have not already, please make sure you're hitting the like and you are subscribed because we do have really great conversations over here. And again, I thank y'all so much. So let me go ahead and press play. Fair use.
Boys who can't cry shoot bullets. Because our men don't have tools or outlets for alienation or rejection or loneliness. We see violent outbursts all around us. They just implode. Domestic violence, abuse, radical hate groups, police brutality, incels.
Welcome, Free.
There were 382 mass murders in 2016 alone. Almost 17,000 rapes and 7,500 additional murders. As a society, we are largely missing the fact that the way we teach our boys to be men is directly related to the violence that we're seeing.
Hi, Aries. So I think it is, such a big deal to express the connection that we are seeing with the lack of, especially since she brought up the whole incel conversation. I definitely do appreciate that because I do think that there is an
incels
issue of men actually showing favorable ways of expressing and releasing themselves. And I think that's also why when it comes down to this whole 304 culture situation, a lot of men are saying that they enjoy the hoes because they can release themselves some type of way, right? And I think it's still unfair because if these women are not doing a due diligence by making sure that this situation that this woman was bringing up about the sexual violence, about the violence in general, it does seem very contradicting to be like, oh, well, men don't like hoes, right? Hold on, pause myself from talking. Sorry, y'all, just give me one.
Men like the hoes. They just don't take the hoes serious. They just have fun. They have fun with the hoes that normally the wife or girlfriend wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So if a guy at home and she's not topping him off, like she don't like to give head. Maybe at a point she did to him a few times, but she don't like to give head to his satisfaction. He might go out and get him a hoe, you know what I'm saying, to take care of that issue. His woman is she think hugs and kisses are for suckers, and she just don't give him hugs and kisses. He might go out to a hoe and get the hugs and kisses, and You know, I don't know about the kisses, but he might go out and get the hugs and the kisses on the cheek and the neck type shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, stuff related to that right there. That was just for example. And he go get his pleasure somewhere else. Now, the reason the guy keeps it a secret or don't let his wife know, because for one thing, he's a weak ass male, because he should have let his girl or wife know that, hey, I might be into other women. It might be other women that I'm going to see. You should have laid down the rules. I mean, you got to be honest with that situation. And maybe not up front the guy felt like that, but you got to sit down and have those type of talks while you're in a relationship, because things change, people mind change, directions change, and you got to keep up with it.
Second. Let me do something real quick. Hold on, y'all. Do this. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. Where did China's comment go? Hold on. Got you, Aries. Do that. Let me get red. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you for your patience with me while I'm just doing this real quick. Where did China's comment go? And that's fine, because once you make her your wife, it doesn't matter at that point, because at that point you are saying that I want you to be my thing and my thing only. I want you to be my woman and my woman only. I want that thing between your legs to belong to me and me only. And again, at that point, gentlemen, you shouldn't be worried about who was there or who wasn't there previously, because now that commitment is yours.
Sometimes they get married because they don't want that thing to run off on them. So they think marriage is solving the problem. That's why some guys get married. If I marry her, then no other man can have her. That's what they be thinking. But that's marriage for the wrong reason, which a marriage will fail because of that reason.
And the fact that you are trying to put a value on her, knowing that you like her, that's the issue I have. If you know that you like this woman and that you want this woman, it shouldn't matter. The same way that she's not going to look at what you do and what you did prior to her as the whole deal breaker. Because, you know, that's also a big deal that a lot of people try to run in these YouTube spaces, that because of how a man treated this woman, that woman, and every other woman, now you are now going to be the next target. Now you are the one that's going to be the next victim. And I think that's really unfair, because growth can exist. A person can actually be like, you know what? I do see something a little different in you that makes me kind of just want to go ahead and do this real thing with you. I don't want to play with you. I respect you enough. I like you enough. I've learned you enough. And I want to just see where this goes. And I think we should be okay with that as men and women. We should not be just so quick to judge, well, he's this and she's that. I think that's unfair, especially if the two people who are in the relationship and in the situationship are like, you know what, I'm cool with you and you cool with me. Let's rock this thing out. And I think at that point, we're just having society and too many judges and too many people trying to project what their personal beliefs are just because something did not work out for them. Because that's also the real reason why a lot of these people do this, because it's a matter of, it didn't work for me, so I want you to suffer too. Let's be honest about that too.
Yep, that does happen. It does happen. And sometimes we just get over it. Got to get over it.
That 304 is your wife, Mo Love. So again, like I said, if it's somebody that you enjoy being with, if it's somebody that you enjoy sleeping with, if it's somebody that you actually just really are cool with, like Sugar Shicey was saying, your friends with benefit, and you guys are just on that kicking it level, 9 times out of 10, that is going to be the person that you are really supposed to be with. But
because sometimes if you're kicking it on that type of level, it's best it stay on that type of level, because if you take it any further, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work like as if y'all was in the previous situation. If you amp up the situation and move further, It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
But because you're afraid of being judged, you're afraid of what society is going to say, or you're afraid of going against what you thought was your standards. And then when you come to find out, oh no, I definitely actually really like this chick, then yeah. And you heard the lady. The lady is telling y'all the 304s are making sure that people are not just pew-pewing up all the places that we really don't want pew-pewed up. The sex workers, the women, the 304s, the women who are okay with just letting it be what it is, they are saving the world day by day. So I salute them. Thank you for your service, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you for releasing these guys, helping these guys have a release so they don't be sexual frustrated and fucking push the goddamn button. But while we at it, make sure y'all push the goddamn button, hit the like button, push the goddamn like button because it ain't hard to do.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Let's get back to it.
If you noticed before, I didn't mention what kind of sex worker I am, and there are many. It's because it doesn't matter. I do whatever it takes to help people heal. Whether that's a pretty woman experience or naked therapy.
Naked therapy. You know what she's saying. You know what she's saying, though. Shit.
My job includes consoling a man who misses his children on the other side of the country, to teaching someone about female anatomy, to reminding someone what it feels like to be touched who's been deprived for so long.
Okay, see, I just mentioned some of the stuff she's saying.
To helping someone who's disabled feel normal just for a minute. Now, don't get me wrong, this job's not glamorous, and it is certainly not easy. There's always a guy that wants to call all the time. You know, I'll know somebody like that, right?
Yep.
Or somebody that wants to do something really funky. Okay? But there's a greater good here. These people deserve to feel important and connected to. And if they could find that somewhere else, they would have. We're all people that need help. We pay for help all the time. We pay for tax attorneys. We pay for car repairs. We pay for childcare, housekeeping. There's just this huge stick.
Yeah, that you work in the sex industry. To be honest, because I'm so out there and so open, a lot of people ask me some weird questions already. So I'm kind of excited to see if there's any new ones in here. Because there's not a lot I haven't done. How did you get into sex work?
I guess it's a lot I haven't done. Yeah, you're about ready to goddamn do something now.
I initially got into sex work because I needed the money. I mean, it was like any job. My husband and I were in a really tight situation financially. I remember sitting.
Damn, she was a sex worker while she was married. Shouts out to the husband for putting her ass to work by any means necessary.
Looking at my bank account with $250 to my name, and I went, okay, well, something's got to give. Like, I'm making decent money per hour in my current job, but it's not enough. So what can I do? I just moved back to Perth. I was in a shitty situation. I needed a little extra cash, and it was something that I'd always wanted to do. So I messaged my ex-girlfriend who got me a job at my local Club X, and I started as a stripper, and the rest is history. What's the most wild or interesting thing you learned about being a sex worker? Fuck me, the body can do some interesting shit. Very much when I first became a dominatrix, I did not realize how much the human anus can actually stretch. It isn't all about looks.
Damn.
And that you don't have to be
a particular type of person to succeed.
She was getting that pipe.
And have a lengthy career in the sex industry.
As much as I came into it being very open-minded, I think.
Shout out to these ladies for being so honest. I have enjoyed the conversation already. I hope you all are too. Please make sure you are hitting the like button. But it does actually bear the questions for me, right? So can women enjoy feeling beautiful? Can women enjoy being admired, right? And, you know, are we going to say that these women are attention seeking? Are we going to say that these women are just so unlikely to be respectable? And, you know, because I do enjoy the fact of how deep that this conversation is going. Because
I think they're doing it for the money. At the same time, will they have any regrets later on in life? That's the question I want to ask. Like, later on in life, when they actually want a husband, or the one lady already married, so I guess she's straight, not for sure. But like the ones that are single and mingling, and will they regret this later on as they want to settle down, and the guy know her past and he accepts her? Will he accept her past, or will he accept her but always use her past against her? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's definitely other questions that's a type of deeper dive into their mental about this sex working thing. But let's go.
Because it does help us understand how women are not only just admired, even the ones who aren't sex workers, right? How they are admired through a sexual lens, but even the ones that are actually saying, yeah, this is my career, to be admired through a sexual lens. And apparently this is problematic. So I'm happy that we are having the conversation. Welcome in, Ola. Thank you so much for joining. Listen, we're here to have fun today, y'all. Roxy has a bottle of wine and we're enjoying ourselves. Welcome in, Coach Ferg. Nice for you to join us. Haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, let's find out what these ladies know. Their youth.
I came into it the way that the public come into it, thinking that there was some level of stereotyping that was true. I mean, I would see people who look totally different to me and have completely different walks of life, and they would still do really well as a sex worker because they just like found this little niche that, you know, clients love them within. And I remember thinking that was really positive and like empowering, that there was like something for everyone out there.
What's the craziest request you've ever had from someone? This is a question I actually get asked a lot with being a dominatrix. I have a regular client who is a looner, which means that he enjoys playing with balloons.
The weirdest thing that I've ever done, I did with a really good friend of mine in the industry. We had a doubles booking together, and I remember walking in the door, having her put cat ears on my head. She made me act like a cat and to get down on all fours. She poured me rosé into a saucer that I had to lick out of the saucer. And then I remember her teaching the guy how to tie me up with shibari rope. And I remember them trying to pick me up, but it was really awkward. And the two of them tried to like carry me over through 3 rooms to like, I hate working at night. I'm a normal person. I am not sitting like this, dolled up every night.
That I've enjoyed.
I don't tired of these damn sex workers. I don't get into that shit. Let's get to when when the people come up to the stage. No More Love came. Let's see.
That's fire.
And shouts out to More Love. That's the homie. Sister girl. Subscribe to More Love channel also. It's just put the @ sign and type in her name, and you should be able to find her. Good content over there. She's biblical. She talks about the Bible, and she gives us the word of God. So make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to her too. Shouts out to More Love.
Mm-hmm. So it's also a heart, but it's a heart with a treble clef because my grandparents are very, as y'all hear when I play my grandmother's songs, and my grandfather was her producer. So it was after my granddad had passed.
People don't understand that cheap intimacy is not the same as expensive intimacy, right? Like this idea that you could just go buy it. Like, I think the problem is in society, everybody got a microwave answer to everything. And I'm not knocking that intimacy is not important, but having intimacy after vetting a woman, putting in the work and doing all those things, that intimacy is deeper than something that you could buy somebody cost for you.
Yeah, like having a deeper connection with someone that's the best sex, because it's someone that you actually care for, someone you feeling, they're there, you can touch them, you can actually touch them. It's a difference between touching a sex worker and touching the person that you actually care for. It's a different feeling when you put your hands on them, when you look at them, when they're in your presence. It's a whole different feeling. So yeah, I definitely get what either man saying. Shouts out to either man.
So and I get it. A lot of guys settle for that because a lot of people think men just want sex. Men really, truthfully, is looking for intimacy. They just don't know how to express it to women.
Right. They need sex, but if that being the most important, absolutely not. And I didn't.
Sex helps the prostate. It helps the prostate.
Want to be the one to pop it off, but since you already did,
let's go there.
You said, yeah, men do. Did you say that? Men.
I knew you were gonna get stuck
like
on that one.
or what did you say specifically? You said it about 30 minutes ago.
Yes, to answer that first question, men love whores. Yes, men love hoes. Men most definitely love hoes. But also I was saying that yes, technically the men, because Fatty, shout out again to Team Fatty. He was the one that kind of gave me this idea in the first place when we were talking last Friday, where I'm like, oh my God, all these women that y'all are saying are the fun girl, the one that you love having sex with and you love hanging out with, you love playing your video games with, you love going out the country with. That's your wife, dog. That's your wife. Because you love all these things with her and you can have all these experiences with her, but just because you put her in the category of the fun girl, because you think the wife that you're supposed to have is supposed to be this Susie homemaker, this wearing all the button ups and everything, that's not the woman you really want. And that's why most of those women.
Nah, she's not the wife. That's the hoe. That's the hoe right there. Huh? Shit, that's the hoe. That's the good hoe.
That you actually end up wiping get cheated on in the first place because she's not who you want. The woman you want to have fun with, the woman you want to express yourself sexually with, the woman that you just enjoy her presence and she enjoys yours, that's your woman, dog. But because of what these men are saying, society is making them believe that's who they think is supposed to be their wife.
No, but
can I say something? Please. So you said that men love whores. They like them temporarily in the moment. They will not wife her. They will not choose her for a lifetime. The fun girl is specifically the fun girl for a reason. And I think we've confused attention with value. Just because your body gets attention, that doesn't mean that men truly value you. It's the lust that's getting attention. So I think that we as women also have to move smarter because we always complain about how these men complaining out here, how they treat us. Well, if we gonna spin the narrative that I'll just be sexually liberated and free, and I understand everybody won't agree. I just think that if we're saying that we've evolved, we do have to be mindful of the people that we sleep with if we care about our temple.
Yes. Shout out to you. Hold on real quick. Shout out to Yoli, because I also said this over there. Yes, the moment you have sex with a woman, you are now biblically married to that woman.
Hold up. Hold up. I had a pause on that shit. She said, if you have sex with that woman, biblically, you're married to her. Let's go.
Not
So,
true.
no love, I'm not. That is true because once
That
you
is
know.
not true.
Okay, hold on.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
Hold on, because in most cases, when you were laying with the woman, you were supposed to take her on as wife because you were supposed to actually be chained. Okay, hold on. Let me get this thought out, and then we can go ahead and go back to that one, and we can also go to the thought you were going to have. But shout out to Yoli for saying this because, Mo Love, I'm not disagreeing with you, and I said that earlier, I'm not advocating for promiscuity just for the sake of promiscuity. What I'm saying, and based off of what Fatty had made me come to the realization was the fact that the woman that is doing for you, because Fatty kept saying reciprocity, and that's how you know if that woman is reciprocal in every aspect and you really enjoy being with her, but you just categorize her as a fun girl, and you guys have also made it where, you know, you like her in every capacity, but just because of what society is saying what is deemed to be a wife to you, now you have an issue with it. I do have an issue with that because
now what she just expressed, I can't agree with. Like with some guys, they fall in love with the hoe. But they can't be with the hoe because they're ashamed. Excuse me. They can't deal with her past while they're in a relationship with her. And mainly because how they'll be looked at, right? How people look at them while they're with the hoe. And shouts out to my boy Lionel. We had this conversation. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not for sure, but I think I mentioned to him, or either I thought about it afterwards. But this is what I'm saying. If a guy, let's just say if a hoe got a pass, but everybody that knows her past, memory is erased of her past, that guy will marry her. That guy that's into her like that will marry her if her past can be erased through people's thoughts. The thoughts of people that knowing her can be erased. Y'all know what I'm saying. Let's get it.
Like I said, you only categorized her that because of what exactly? Because of what other people are saying versus you love.
What do you mean as far as the fun girl? Right, but what I'm saying is that, man,
welcome back, Mahogany.
Those are not really things of substance. You can be beautiful, and you know we both talk about beauty. We all into that, girl. I'm with you. You can be beautiful. You can, and that's why the Bible says favor is deceitful, beauty is vain. It's not condemning beauty. It's just making it clear that beauty is vain. What else of substance do you have to hold that man? Because a lot of women think men primarily value sex because that's what many men pursue first. Absolutely they do, but it has to be more than that. And when you really ask men, who are you looking for when it comes to a wife, they do say they value things like peace, loyalty, trust, respect, someone who can help build a stable home. And sexual attraction may open the door, but character is what keeps a man there. So I think many women think because they getting attention, they are confusing getting attention for intention. That doesn't mean that man is intentional about you because he's entertaining you.
But that's the issue I have, because in most case scenarios, if you are saying that this woman is a fun girl, but you're willing to go out the country with her, if you're saying that this woman is a fun girl, but you're willing to introduce her to your family, if you're saying that this woman is a fun girl, but you are willing to pay her rent, do whatever you need, take her out, take her do this, go and help her with this, Mo, that is your wife. And a lot of men are just saying this because they are saying that they're holding out for other options that will never come, because the women that they end up settling for are women that they don't like. And that's why those women get cheated on. So that's all I'm saying.
But do you know the best of the best, the most fun women, the most beautiful women get cheated on? It's not anything specific that can keep a woman from being cheated on.
But that's not what I said.
If a person wants to cheat, they're going to cheat.
But hold on, that's not what I said. All I'm saying is a lot of these men, because of what they're thinking is supposed to be a wife versus what they are actually enjoying as a woman for them, they're missing out on who they truly should be with. because what you're saying is the character. If that man is,
so she's saying you truly should be with the 304.
enjoying this woman's character just because he deemed her to be the fun girl at the time, that is the issue that I'm having with a lot of these men. And that's why I'm saying this, because these men are not saying anything against this woman's character besides the fact that I, as a man, categorized her as a fun girl, and that's that.
So my question is, are you saying that that's why a lot of women get cheated on because they are a woman of substance? Just because, and my thing is, when it comes to, and some of these men will go out of the country with these women, but my thing is, when it comes to these married men,
women get cheated on because the man wants to cheat, or it can fall under the category of not being satisfied in certain areas. Now, it can be the opposite way. If the woman not satisfied in certain areas, she can step out and cheat. So it's basically a want thing. If they want to do it, they're going to do it. If they don't want to do it, they will not do it. But that's where the conversations come in at. That's where the conversations in relationships come in at. You got to have the conversation. You have to reevaluate the relationship. And I say once a year, reevaluate the relationship.
and you may think that you cute because they may entertain you in the moment, whoever the woman may be. That man doesn't want you. He just wants what's in between your legs.
So does he respect his wife then by entertaining that woman?
I mean, I don't think so. But the bigger issue is the woman that's sleeping with him that doesn't respect herself.
I mean, we can have the conversation about cheating because I want to have a show about that as well. But what I'm saying is, before that man ever gets married, the woman that he categorized as the fun girl is usually the woman that is actually the woman for him. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, because if that's the case, why didn't he choose her? That's why I said he may enjoy her temporarily. It's not that he enjoys her so much. He enjoys the lust. The because fun again, aspect of it. But when it comes to the woman that is going to hold him,
definitely enjoy the lust for it and the fun that's happening in the situation. It's just a moment. It's a moment thing, but some guys become too attached to the moment and they just got to have the moment more than they think they have to.
Him down. Trust me, he will look past the fun girl quickly.
When the fun girl is, Mo, you're not hearing me. The fun girl is the one that's holding him down. She hits it down.
Sexually?
Not even sexually. When I'm saying based off the example that Fatty had given me, that's where, shout out to you, Ali, that's where I got the idea from. So the woman that you are enjoying having conversation with, the woman that you are enjoying, you go to Disney World with, you're playing video games with, all that. Ali, I'm not saying Fatty said anything. Calm down. I said this is Rogue C's own Eureka moment. The woman that you are enjoying, the woman that you're actually excited to talk on the phone to all day, the woman that you're actually excited to be like, you know what? I wonder what she wants to do. That is your wife. But just because you categorized her as something other than that, I'm not saying this is one size fits all. But in a lot of cases, the woman that is all these things for a man is the one that he should have married.
I don't know about marrying her but I do get what she's saying. I definitely get what she's saying. And it's just like I said before, if that woman past can be erased, he'll marry her. You know what I'm saying? Not just her past be erased, just if nobody can remember her past and that shit got erased out of their minds, he got nothing to worry about then. It's like her past being erased, right? Nobody knows about it, right? He'll marry her. But as long as her past is attached to people's thoughts, he don't consider marrying her, but he will enjoy all the fun and time and emotional support, all the dates. He'll enjoy all that with her instead of pushing it to another level. But I definitely see what Rose C is saying about that.
I'm confused. So you're saying that's the one he should have married. When you say statements like that, are you pushing the narrative that I guess people who are married would prefer the side chick? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm not saying any of
I
that.
guess I'm missing it because you're
I'm
saying
saying a lot of the times, the same way that these men will say that the woman, or in cases of women, the men that we met in our 20s are technically our husbands. The woman that you deemed as your fun girl, the woman that you deemed as your friends with benefits, the woman that you deemed in this position, but because you weren't ready to settle down or be married, that is the woman that you're actually supposed to be with. And by the time you actually do get your wife, that's when you kind of have upsie-doodle, now I'm settling.
But that's why I said that's based
No,
off
that's
of
not true.
lust, right? That's based off of lust. That man will fall in love with the lust. Of course, you want to bring the best out of a man, the fun, but I'm saying those things are temporary. When it comes to a full life of what a man wants, he's going to look past just, oh, she's fun, she's fine. What else can she offer me? What's
But
going to
you guys keep
uphold
hearing
this
the lust part.
relationship?
You guys keep
Right,
hearing
and
the
I
lust
guess
part.
because you said men are normally like they're gonna go for the whore temporarily. I think that narrative should be debunked. Like temporarily, anybody can get attention, but are you valued at the end of the day?
Shout out to Quantum MFers.
These dudes really get attached to hoes sometimes. They do. It happens. It happens. They do get attached to hoes, or that certain hoe that get him that feeling, get him that enlightenment, that confidence, that support. A man will fall in love with a hoe. He just won't wife her up because of her past or because of what she's doing at the moment. He don't want to be looked at as the guy that wifed up someone everybody had. He don't want to walk in the club and there's 10 guys in there that already had her, pointing fingers, talking shit. He don't want that. But yeah, I like I say, I do definitely get what Rosie is saying.
To settle and be uneffing happy. And I agree. And again,
that
yo, I'm not saying that this is one size fits all. All I'm saying is a lot of the times, the same way that men are saying that you're overlooking the men that you're supposed to be with, a lot of these men are overlooking the women that they're supposed to be with. Before Ali and Rue get in there, Willing to Win was being patient. And then we can let the other gentlemen, then you and me and Mo.
No, they can go. I can wait. They can go. I can wait.
Willing to Win, always a gentleman. All right, what's up, Rue?
I mean, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing what Mo Love is saying too. But I feel what you're saying, Ro. Yo, guys, I think guys are shamed for saying that they like the whores, right? They shamed. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with liking a quote unquote whore. If you, let's just say, if you can get past the fact that she was with men before you, then you know you might can just enjoy her for who she is, right? So when it comes to, for what I've seen, right, a lot of guys can't get past the whole body count. Let's just say if she got whore tendencies but don't have a high body count, would that still be a problem for you to deal with her? Is it the body count?
I mean,
is we back on the body counts? We back on the body counts? Like, come on. For one, you'll never know her body count. But two, if you focus on the body count, you might as well just eliminate most women. For three, if you're not a virgin, you shouldn't be worried about no body count. 4, you don't mind adding to her body count. Come on. What are we talking about? Let's admit it. A lot of guys, what y'all do? When y'all see that, let's just say y'all at the park shooting hoops. Y'all see the woman with the yoga shorts and the sports bra, and she jogging through. Them cheeks just doing their thing. They think them cheek thinging. Y'all gonna have a man-to-man discussion. Ooh, look at that right there. I wouldn't mind having that. Somebody in the group gonna be like, man, I wouldn't mind having that for one night. Just one time. What the other guy saying, man, all she got to do is let me stick the tip in. What the other guy saying? Oh, I drank her bath water. What the other guy saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Come on. But we want, but the talk is all negative when it comes to the promiscuous woman. It's all negative. When the men are the one triggering the promiscuous woman, because they ain't turning nothing down. These niggas, the men, they dogs. When they say men are dogs, men are dogs. If you ain't gonna give me the pussy, bitch, give me the leg. Huh? That's what it is. Some guy just, they get on this internet and they get on this internet and play innocent. Like they weren't part of the problem at some point in their life.
Go ahead, Mo.
So I do want to answer that, and you are 100% correct that men do like whores and they're ashamed for liking them. I was not going against that statement. My stance was, yes, they like them, but Rogue was saying like the fun girls who they should have chosen, who they really want to be with. What I'm saying is they'll choose that fun, that sex temporarily because they're in the mindset of being lustful after that woman. So that's something that they'll choose temporarily, but that's not going to sustain the relationship. I understand what's between our legs is very valuable, and I think that we also give it away too freely. It's very valuable, but we also have to have things outside of that to keep a relationship. And I'm not coming up here from a self-righteous perspective. I'm just trying to have healthy dialogue as to why that can be.
You definitely got to have more than just what in between your legs. You got to have more of what between your ears.
An issue, and why we see so many failed relationships, so many of these gender wars, because people are moving out of lust. People don't.
So
really
I don't want anyone to
standards.
ever think just because you disagree with me or I disagree with you that is ever any issue. I love having healthy dialogue, and you know that, Mo. What I am saying, though, is the fact that in a lot of cases, the fun girl is the girl that matches that man's swag and that man's vibe and that man's wants and desires. It is just society is telling that man that, no, she is not your wife. And instead of listening to what he actually should be listening to is his heart.
But that's true, though, Roxy.
Yeah, nigga, hey, look. We got to cut this shit out. We got to cut this shit out. This shaming guys, another man shaming another man because he dating someone that they perceive as the hoe or she'll always be a hoe. We got to cut that out. Me, which I know it'll never stop, but me, like, I respect a guy who's choosing what he believe in. So if he believe that this woman is the woman for him, then go forward. You know, all blessings to your relationship. I don't have nothing to say about that. It's his choice. Now, his choice ain't got shit to do with what's going on in my life. I got other shit to think about. I'm on a mission. Why should I be criticizing if a guy wants to wife up a hoe or an ex-hoe or whatever you want to call it? I don't give a damn what you call it. If that's the woman he think is his, that's his. Let him choose that. If he get heartbroken, that's on him. He got the, what we said in the beginning of this live stream, he got to man up. He got to take accountability that he made the wrong choice. And he got to bounce back. That's all. I just pray for him.
But that's true, though. Most of the time, that's not. Oh, my bad, Molo. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I've been talking a lot, but I believe that may be an unevolved man or a man with, like y'all say, people have different moral compasses. But
But what makes you think that the fun girl's character is less? If he's liking this girl, if they have good conversation, if they are having the time of their life with each other and just actual experiences with each other, if they're willing to build with each other, what makes her less?
That's different. I was speaking at it from a point where you talked about how, well, that's where the woman gets cheated on because the man really wants the fun girl. So I was speaking at it from a standpoint of because I believe in being fun, free, do whatever you want to do with your man in the bedroom. Period. It's supposed to go down. But what I'm saying is you made it sound like that
Dr. Quantum, which is Lady Quantum Mystic. I like that. Shouts out to Dr. Quantum. She's another content creator. Y'all can go to her channel and also subscribe. But she says, fun girl doesn't mean 3 or 4 either. Fun size, fun girl. She just fun to have around.
Because the way that you worded it, you say, yeah, a lot of these men be with that woman or whatever, but the fun girl really should have been his wife. So it just sounded like you were pushing like side chick behavior. I could be wrong.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
I'm saying before this man has ever gotten married, I'm saying the same way, like I said, how these men will say that women will overlook, and I'm going to let Ali, because I can see it in his face. I'm going to let Ali handle this because Ali is the one who actually got me on that talking point about how men in their 20s, a lot of women are overlooking these men who would have already been their husband in that case because they wanted to have a good time. But what I'm saying is not.
Of course. They want to have a good time. They're young. I hear a lot of young women saying now these days that they don't want to get pregnant because they want to have fun. Girl, just wanna have fun. Yeah, of course.
Promoting side chick behavior. I'm saying before this man ever got married, the girl that he was kicking it with, just because of what her reputation might have been, or even what he might have perceived it to be, just because she was a fun girl in his brain, but you liked everything about this girl and her character, you just didn't like whatever her reputation was. That was your wife. Go ahead, Ali.
Hold on. I think you flipped that. I said the woman.
Go ahead.
So the younger woman passed up her husband. We didn't say we passed up our wives. Y'all don't even see us as adequate enough for you, but the younger woman passed up her husband numerous times. That's why a lot of women want to get married at 29 once they pass up their youth, or once they've done everything they could, or every man that they could. So no,
29 is passing.
I just talked about this earlier, right? Because the men get older and wants to marry older, because he want to have fun too, like, right? If you marry young, pretty much you're still stepping out type shit. Same with the women. And to me, I think it's a human thing, human nature. We have fun in our younger age, in our younger stages. Some people get married, some people don't. Some people get married at a young age, a lot of people don't. Just out here having fun. But that's the thing when you get older that you should already know that the woman that you choose pretty much done already had fun. You done had your fun. Now the fun is over with, and y'all want to have fun with somebody you really like and really admire, really want to be with. And that's when the fun together as a relationship or marriage kicks off.
Up your youth.
Oh, when you get to 30 in woman time, you get older. You when you get to 30, it's a wrap, Rose. So you're not a younger woman anymore. I'm not saying you're not. I'm sorry. Yeah, them dog years for women when you get up to 30.
I feel young and vibrant. Am I not young and vibrant?
Hold on, so I'm confused about that. I'm confused about that, right? 'Cause I thought this based on a woman's youth was based on how she could still have the ability to have babies, man. So when did this 30? Who the hell told people 30 was old for women?
Right.
Roxy, you're just a wild girl.
No, hold on for a second. I want to know that. I've been hearing guys talk this shit on YouTube for the longest, man. Who in the fuck told? My bad. Excuse me. My bad. I got to swear, Joe. How much I owe you?
$5.
I got you. Who in the hell told people that women when they hit 30 that they're old?
Nature told us that. We see it in nature. Yes. So once they hit. So you ask the question.
Hold on.
China, feel free to come up too, please.
You're saying based on nature, right? I want to make sure I got it right? So if a woman can still have quote unquote babies up into her 50s, So what does that say at that point? You're talking about nature.
No. So you're trying to use the fact that women can still have babies, right? We talk about getting up to geriatric pregnancy, which is 35, right? I think it starts having geriatric pregnancy around 35.
Yeah, I think it do starts around in their late 30s. I think it does start, but some can still process having kids at a later age, but the process actually starts at 30, like in the late 30s. I'm not no scientist and I don't really do no fucking research on that type of shit, but I have came across a chart. So, but damn, what the fuck they got to do with, let's go.
Which is actually not true. Scientifically speaking, I do want to point that out. Scientifically speaking, if a woman is naturally healthy, it is not a geriatric pregnancy. We just deem that it's because I'm just saying, well, Ali is also my show, but I'm just saying that is also not necessarily true. Because shout out to the daughters of Sarah and Sarah, because who'll be popping out these babies up until they can't pop out no babies no more. Continue, gentlemen.
So it's typically when a woman gets in her 30s, she's losing her youth. It's typically when she starts aging, her body changes, it's not looking the same way. And it's experience, it's nature, it's what we encounter. It's not something we just want to make up, it's what actually happens. Versus the man, when he gets older, he's getting into his prime, women want him more, he's becoming more established, his value goes up and her value goes down. It's nothing that we can't control. So father time is hard on women, but it's easy on men. But Mother Nature is easy on women, and it's hard on men.
Mother Nature is easier on us.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, y'all are gold.
Hold on. So when
sir, one second, Rue.
What's up?
Mother Nature is not easier on us. As a woman who is still very fertile, I promise you.
The value of a man goes up, the value of a woman goes down. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Once you deal with that woman, as a man, you deal with that woman accordingly to how you want to deal with that woman in your bubble, right? And that's the thing. So many guys be concerned of what's outside their bubbles. They're so concerned of what's outside their bubble that they lose focus on themselves and they start becoming the thing that's outside their bubble and forget their boundaries, forget their standards, start losing themselves, not knowing themselves, and maybe they never knew themselves at all. Not knowing their own path, start following other paths, and not being their own man. Worrying about this fucking value shit.
Mother Nature is not easier on us.
No. Hey,
this last week, Mother Nature didn't have no forgiveness and no sympathy for me.
You talk about a period. See how you like love a girl.
Which means that I'm still very youthful.
Do you think you look better or know you look better at 25 or 30? What do you think?
Oh no, I look terrible. At 25, I was 30, 40 pounds overweight.
Youth-wise.
Does it matter? What he's saying to her doesn't fucking matter. He's trying to make a point, and it's pointless. Shouts out to Ali though. Shouts out to Ali, bro. He ain't trying to bang you on the head with the hammer or nothing. But that shit is pointless. What you talking about?
If you were still
younger
shape,
now.
If you're in shape, so I'm not even gonna ask question no more because it's always in bad faith. A 25-year-old woman.
You're still young, Rogue C.
I'm still the 25-year-old woman. Y'all go so everybody. Okay, this is the type of show we're gonna have.
Hold on.
Just my bad, Ali. Just my bad, Ali. I cut you off too, though. Why hold on? I'm about to tell you to hold it when you're talking.
No. Time out. When I'm talking, man, you shut the fuck up. Hold up.
Oh shit. My boy Rue said, when I'm talking, you shut the fuck up.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, right there. So I'm gonna get back to what you're saying.
So you know I was talking, Rosie, when you on the show.
So based on Ali.
Hold on, gentlemen. One, Rue is technically a co-host. So hold on.
So the co-host, okay, that's it. So
All right, then. So when I tell you to shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Oh shit. Oh shit, boy. We gotta play a song for that one, boy. We gotta play a song for that one. Cause my boy goddamn, he flexing on him. Shouts out the roof. I tell you, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. No more dogging. That's your mouth. You zip it. Huh? I'm the co-host. You know what I'm saying?
Your rhymes ain't tough enough. I got a switchblade flow that'll cut you up. Bluff for what? Don't make a nigga fuck you up. Open wide in your mouth while I stuff my nuts. The hush, the fuss, the gun, I clutch and bust. I let you know that I'm the one that'll touch you up. No touching us. You lame, try rushing us. The slugs erupt your gut like, what the fuck? Now what's up? I think I need crowning up. Who want to battle Prince B? Nigga, round him up. I ground him up. Beat down, pound him up. Your sound is stuck. The beat now wounding up. And talk is cheap. So niggas can't talk to me. The talk you speak is fake when you're talking streets. I often see that you ain't where you ought to be. Cartoon living niggas like altar beasts, and I can ruin any nigga try crossing me. No thought to me. I rip tracks doggishly, no boss to me. You operate small to me. You're tall and lean, then I can make it crawl to me. You're short and mean, I swing, make you fall asleep. You come between my green, then you call it beef. Y'all deceased, you better tread cautiously. Tread cautiously. You can run around town talking down my nigga if you want to. But one thing about the streets nowadays, when a nigga see you, man, a nigga gon' tiss you. Cardiac coat, red shoe. Put bullet holes all through your pretty boy tattoo. Play with the devil if you want main. It's a guarantee, man, that the devil won't lose. Devil gon' lose. You can run around town talking down my nigga if you want to. But one thing about the streets nowadays, when a nigga see you, man, a nigga gon' tiss you. Cardiac coat, red shoe. Put bullet holes all through your pretty boy tattoo. Play with the devil if you want main. It's a guarantee, man, that the devil won't lose. Devil won't lose.
You talking too fast, I can't hear what you're saying. Like too short for your ass to be playing. I done dealt my cards. Can I get an amen from the light that we live? We survive our praying. Tell everybody that I'm tired of the lies. Got to get your own. Can't live my life. Seeing when I turn wrong that I can't find right. Back on the track, my boy, do my thing. Hit the block when I start. Hit the clock, spare change. Out the clock, hit the block when I start getting brain. Making stains in my car. Call me mechanic man. Bet it on the clip of one. Ain't in the zipper. You hip them. Hip eating that West City. You call me Jeffro, aka Young Frizzle. Let's get back to the video, man.
No, listen to what I'm saying, though. I don't want anybody interrupting me right now.
Hey, look,
keep
girl,
this
I
respectful.
try to come support the show.
Let's keep it respectful, though. I don't need nobody thinking that they're going to come up here and run the conversation. I would give it back to you.
Ali, hold on. Ali, 1 second. 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Just 1 second.
Who is he? Who is he? Who is he?
Oh shit. He sound like the ex that just pulled up on the ex-girl and talking shit to his ex-girl, and the boyfriend comes out. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he?
One, he's my producer and co-host, as we said earlier.
Who is he?
Oh my fucking God. What are we doing?
Ali, don't do all this right now.
No, he wants to do it. He wants to have. He's
not doing Ali.
No.
He
disrespected. Okay. No, he shut the hell up. I didn't tell the man to shut up.
Ali, this is my show. Ali, you cannot cut me off on my show.
But you didn't address him for being disrespectful.
Put him in the back for 1 second. Put him back for 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. So I can tell him who I am. Put him in the back for 1 second.
He dropped.
He dropped down. My boy was like, nah, he ain't going for that shit. He was being disrespectful. Nah, Ali, he told you to shut the fuck up on their show. On their show. Now, you did the right thing by dropping down because you didn't feel comfortable at the time. So you did the right thing by dropping down. But if they say shut the fuck up on their show, you shut the fuck up on their show. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes in the YouTube streets.
Dropped.
Okay, or he dropped. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, everything. Listen, whoever
you got Janet Jackson money.
Let's go.
Can choose who she wants to sleep with. So she's considered a hoe. They call women like that a hoe. When women pick and choose who they want to sleep with. A slut sleeps with anybody. You know, there are certain women that they meet a man, they get turned on, they sleep with the man, or they sleep with women. or they sleep with, their family members, or they sleep with their neighbors, or they sleep with somebody that they know, man, they'll sleep with that man. It's just that they sleep around, it's not even like a picking and choosing. It's kind of like they just sleep with that person. Like a lot of people know certain people like in their neighborhood or who they grew up with, a family member that sleeps with a lot of different people, including people that they know. That is considered a slut. Now, the whore, she gets money for what she does. Okay? Oh, the whore takes payment. So that is the difference between the slut, the whore, and the hoe.
The slut, the whore, the hoe. That's the difference.
So they're not the same. Because a hoe may sleep with a dude, but she's not going to sleep with somebody that has a wife. I mean, that has a wife or have a girlfriend, or she may know who his girlfriend is, or may know he's with someone, and she say, "No, I'm not going to sleep with him."
So the hoe is more thoughtful with her choices, right?
I might sleep with two dudes.
The whore, she got to get paid, right? The slut, it don't give a fuck. Anything goes. Fatal four-way.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sweet. Go ahead and finish. I wanted to ask you a question.
No, but she might sleep with, like, if she sleep with two dudes, she might sleep with two dudes that night, but she's gonna pick and choose who she sleeps with. It's picking and choosing. But the slut, she don't care who he's in a relationship with. She will sleep with him. And she don't take payment for it. She don't take money for it. A whore takes money for what she does.
Just throwing that thing anywhere. Every which way she had throwing that thing out there, huh?
So do you feel like there's a difference on, I guess, how society deems which one's better versus which one's worse? Or do you feel like they're all still viewed the same?
Yeah, I think it's standards on different ones, but at the end of the day, they all like, it's like if a woman that
one tree, different branches. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's sleeping with multiple men or had multiple men in their past, she's considered a hoe. And it comes so easy. A woman could even talk to multiple men and she's considered a hoe. That's the
They will. Some people will look like that. If you talking to multiple guys and they see you all wearing a dude face, they will start saying, "Look at that hoe right there."
That's so easy for people to call a woman straight up a hoe, but they don't say that about men that speak to multiple women. But
what's up, player, pimp, pressure? What they do? That's what they call the men. You know what I'm saying? We get celebrated, but that goes back to what I was saying. The men complain about the hoes, but what about when you celebrate it for having hoes? Then you the man, then, huh? You the man, then. But you won't admit that you're part of the problem. That we have these hoes. Let's go.
They will label that woman a hoe because we are conditioned in this society to be mothers and wives. And that's not considered being a good woman if you're openly dating. No, that's bad.
So what about
you're considered a hoe?
So what about women?
It's nothing wrong with openly dating because you're not having sex with everybody you're dating, and you're trying to weave out the rotten fruits, right?
Men with hoe-like tendencies, because I think a lot of these men don't know how to express to their woman, whether it's their wife or anything like that, that I still want you to be on that type of time.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was asking, so what about the idea of like hoe-like tendencies? Because I think a lot of men aren't telling their woman, like, hey, even though you're my wife, I still kind of want you to be on some hoe shit with me.
I think
I need you to hold your breath while I put this pillow on your face. I need your face down, ass up. I need you hanging out the side of the bed, trying to brace yourself. You know what I'm saying? They got what they call it, guat 3000. What they call it? That type of shit.
Every woman.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I think every woman has whole tendencies. I'm not whole tendencies. We have the propensity to be whore-like. We have it. It's in us.
Kinky, freaky, very sexual. You ain't got to say whole tendencies or whole like tendencies, whatever she's saying. Kinky, freaky.
Like there are times that we just want to explore what we want to explore. And that's fine if you do. That's a choice that you made as an adult. That's okay. But we have that inside of us.
Yeah, like let's see how fast we can get it in before this car wash in. You know what I'm saying? Just some kinky shit.
No woman can lie on this panel and say that no, I don't have those tendencies. That's not true. We may have them behind the scenes. We may not have them openly because we don't know how to live in our truth.
In the mind, inside the imagination.
Because that is considered a whore. I mean, a hoe. What men label women as hoe, and we don't want that label. We're conditioned to put on a facade for men, pretend for men, but it's only for the men that don't understand women. See, men that actually understand women, there is no facade there. That's why he doesn't mind you being who you are, and he's not going to call you any name. Do you understand that?
Can I ask a question?
I want to say something too after.
Go ahead, Mola. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get down. But go ahead.
Okay, I just have a question because you said that whores, they do get paid, sluts, they just sleep with whoever. No type of boundary with that. My question is, are you saying that whores will not sleep with people who are already in relationships?
Oh Lord, somebody bargain.
What I'm saying is whore takes money for what they do. That's a whore.
But they will still get down with people in relationships, right? Because
but the thing is, it's taking money. See, like regular women, like we like dating, we like me. I'm not saying I don't know you. I'm just using you as an example, you know. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying that most women, like who I'm around, if they want to fuck a dude, I mean, I'm sorry for saying, I'm sorry. If they want to sleep with a dude, or if they want to,
got Poppy Blanca in the chat says she's snitching. Shouts out to Poppy Blanco.
Lay with a dude, they're gonna do that. They're not looking for money. They're not saying, okay, I charge $30, $100 for 10 minutes. You know, I charge for this, I charge for that. We're not doing that. You know, we're looking to date a man, feel like him, if he turn us on.
We want him to like us. We want him to fall in love with us.
Yeah, but a horse show, she's taking money. She's taking money for that. So that's very different. So if she wants to sleep with a man, she know he has a wife. She's taking payment. So as long as he's paying her, she's fine. See, the slut doesn't take any money.
Right, I get it. So my question now is, because you said that when all women have whole tendencies or whatever, right? Is that my mic?
No, I think it's kind of, but
okay. You said that all women are.
Look, mic messing up. Somebody might messing up bad.
Some point, whores, right? So I think there's a difference between a woman being freaky.
Hold on. She didn't say that. She said women have whole tendencies. We're saying women have whole tendencies. Right? We're not saying, everyone.
It's the same thing as being freaky. What they call them? You freaky little hoe? Oh, this hoe freaky as hell. Same category.
You are a woman that enjoys sex.
No, I was asking her. I didn't say that it was.
So do you agree? Oh, my bad.
I'm going to say this. All women who actually enjoy having sex have whole tendencies. Point blank, period.
But so I think there's a difference between being freaky with your man and your husband versus just being a flat out whore.
So do y'all agree that
that's the whole point. No one's saying just being a flat out whore. That's why she gave the identification of a whore versus everything else, right?
Right, but they're both put in the same category when it comes to men.
That's why she's saying.
So do y'all agree most women are hoes then?
I don't. Well, most, but possibly, I don't know.
that was a good question.
But I do believe that there are some women who aren't.
Yeah, I got this all.
I think most women. Hold on. Hi, E. Hold on 1 second. I think most women can have hoe tendencies, like China was explaining. I think most women can be slutty. I think that is true.
Slut me out. Slut me out. Then they got the song like that. Yeah.
That's not the question. Mm-hmm. That's not the question. I asked you, do you believe that most women can be hoes?
No. I mean, I think every woman is. Hold on. If you're asking, can every woman end up going down that route?
I didn't say every. I said most.
Hold on. Even most. Okay, even most. I think when it comes down to the idea of survival, most women would actually be like, yeah, I could sell box, but I don't think every woman is going to be.
Yeah, because I don't believe that every woman.
When it comes to survival, sell that thing.
Welcome in, white school.
Struggle should push their box. I think
not sell it, but rent that thing out.
That's part of the problem. Like what happened?
All right, so since we're getting more people on the panel, real quick, Mo, I'm sorry, just because we're getting more people on the panel, E dropped down. He hasn't gotten a chance to talk, so Mo, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let Rue go. China, I know you said you had to go, so are you able to chill for a little bit, or do you?
I don't know. My mic was acting up. I wanted to answer her question, but I'm gonna let y'all, go on with the show, and then call me back in.
Do you have a second, or do you need to go?
Yeah, I have like 5 minutes.
Me too, honestly.
You got folks in the back?
Well, no, nobody's in the back. I'm just saying, I know China said she had to go, and if Mo Love, I kind of wanted China and Mo to have their back and forth real quick, and then, gentlemen, if you're okay with going after them.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, so Mo, China, y'all can go ahead and have it real quick.
Oh, I believe you was asking me about whole tendencies, and do I believe it was something like that.
Well, you specified like what a whore is and what a slut is, but at the end of the day, don't most men put them in the same category? They don't really value them.
Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Like men, because men don't see. The thing is, a lot of people don't know the difference. So that's why you hear, oh, she's a a hoe, or she's a slut, she's a whore. They always say that, and I sit back and be looking like, well, they're not the same. So which one is she? Which one is she? They call a woman any name. They throw them in the box. I just wanted to break down which one, they were.
She's a freak, slut, bopper, hoe. Her mouth open, legs closed. Take it to the room. Take it to the room. Take it to the room. Yeah.
And then I heard you say that just because a woman is freaky don't mean she's a hoe. You're absolutely You absolutely right. Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's just that a lot of people, they're still, I don't want to get off topic. I just feel like
does it only have to be with her man, China? Because can she not just be a freak for herself? Do you believe that women can just be freaky just because they're freaky, or does it only have to be because of a man?
That's a good question. I believe a man can take freak out of a woman. Mm-hmm. I believe they can pull the freak out of a woman.
Bring the freak out of her.
I mean, I'm talking about a woman that's not freaky. Some women, they understand what they like. They understand how to get, what a certain man like, how to, do freaky things. But some women, they don't know. And it takes a certain man to take a woman to that high. It just does. That's just what I believe.
Because I like to believe what you're saying is true, correct. But I also like to believe the idea that if a woman is just sexually expressive just for the sake of she likes to be, I don't necessarily think that makes her a whore, slut, or anything like that. If she just likes sex for the liking of sex, she can like self-pleasure.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, since you said that, but if she's just giving it away to any and everybody, that's absolutely an issue, and you fall under the whore and slut category.
I mean, as a lover girl, because I think a lot of times people also misunderstand the fact that even when it comes down to the idea of loving,
why she didn't just mute her mic until she got ready to talk.
Somebody that comes with it.
Well, I
think what makes a woman a freak? Can you describe a freak? What makes her a freak?
You can do whatever your man is into, your husband. Those things are different. I don't know. It just depends on whatever that person likes. People have different sexual boundaries. They have different things that they like sexually in the bedroom.
But how would you know? A lot of these
you got to mute.
Well, I know that we all have our own standards, but what I'm saying, as far as saying that being a lover girl, whatever, that's cool, yeah. But a lot of times you said, well, that's what comes along with it. Like when I mentioned being a whore, being in love and being a whore are two completely different things.
And I don't disagree with that, but I'm saying even the whore or the whore.
Yeah, even the bookworms are the ones that look innocent be freaky than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Freaky as hell. But I wouldn't just throw no label on. That's why that's why I try to eliminate the word hoe really out of Frostville. And I try to use the word promiscuous, a promiscuous woman. I try to use that word more often than just calling a woman a hoe. But let's get it.
Whole title will get thrown on somebody just because she's had sex with people. I don't necessarily think you're just a whore or a slut or anything just because you like having sex, and especially if you like having sex with men that you actually want to commit to. It's just a lot of times, unfortunately, we find ourselves in situations where these men don't commit. But as far as what China was asking, what makes you freaky? I don't know. I think that's such a spectrum of things, because what would be freaky to some isn't freaky to others. Some people think if you're into BDSM, I like being tied up. Would that make me freaky? Or is that normal to some people? I think it's all about the spectrum of things. Like I said earlier, I like pain to a certain extent.
That's why I said that would be between that person.
So what?
Lightly choked or tightly choked?
I say about doing them eyeballs. You speak properly when you come into Lover Girl Confessions, sir.
Yeah, but I'm gonna drop. I was just saying that if you do give your box away to any and everybody, I'm not gonna even try to justify that. You just a straight up whore and a slut. It is what it is. I don't believe that being freaky with the man that you're with, your husband, absolutely not. That's your right to do that. But I am not okay pretending like a woman just, I'm sexually liberated. Do what you do. People are gonna do what they do, but don't complain when you're put in the whore category when you just give it up to anybody.
Talking to kinfolk. I like being dominated in a bedroom as well. Shouts out to talking to kinfolk. Shouts out to
you. Can I say something?
Yeah,
but I'm about to drop though.
Thank you, Momo, for your
okay.
input.
She's about to drop.
I'm sorry, China. Did you want to say something?
I do want to say something. I'm at a place that I truly understand women that's dating and women choosing who they want to sleep with. I don't look at that woman and call her a hoe. Because what standard what standard are you putting her on? It's kind of like women is more so women straight up bash other women based on what they've been through and what they've seen. And I see that a lot with women. And like 9 times out of 10, it comes from women before it comes from men. So you telling me because a woman is single, she's not married, she's not in a relationship, but if she's dating this dude and she's turned on by him and she sleeps with him, she's a hoe because she slept with Marcus on Monday and she's single? She's a single woman.
Lady, don't do me.
I don't look at that and call her a whore because I'm an adult.
Right.
I'm an adult.
Right. And I'm an adult too. And what the statement that you made, I definitely wouldn't look at her as a whore. I agree with you 100%. I specifically said a woman that gives it up to any and everybody is a whore and a slut.
But
and I believe that men put those two in the same category. But I'm not trying to, get into the nuances of it. My statement in particular was a man.
Don't do that. Don't run, Mo, because we'll do another show. Don't run from it.
Bro, you talking
We'll
about
do another show about
run?
it.
Do I ever run, honey love?
Let's go up.
I love that picture you posted the other day. Go ahead, love. I'm sorry.
Lady Quantum is so amazing. But it's a matter of, my issue is because there's so much chatter about what a woman wants to do, who she wants to date, who she wants to be. And it's just always surrounding back to who she's sleeping with. And I'm like, do we not have something better to talk about?
No.
No. Oh shit. Nope. That's the conversation. I mean, I got other things to talk about, but that's the conversation.
Oh, because you got to understand. Let me break it down for you. Let me give you the real game. A lot of people that focus on that is because they game goofy, right? They either are working with a very small appendage, which is why they want a woman to have a 0 body count so that she has nothing to compare that to, right? Or they don't want you to have any experience because they don't know how to finesse their way around the bedroom.
That's crazy work. What she just said. That's crazy word, but damn. Back on the body counts, huh? Back on the body counts. Like I always say, if she got 30 body counts, the guy that's complaining about body counts is ready to be number 31. But let's go.
So Raw, earlier today, I was playing a TED Talk that, by the way, y'all, for those who don't want to donate to this show, we did get a little copyright situation. It's fine. It's TED Talk. But the lady was pretty much explaining how, because of her work as a sex worker, how she was pretty much able to make the world a better place because for the incels, for the violent men, her job has been able to get these men a release that they never had before. So I kind of wanted the women's opinion on that. But
so yeah, sexual frustration is a real thing. It's a real thing. Shouts out to the sex workers.
We never got around to it.
Right. And I love how what's his name? Shots Tanton says that women who speak like this have a worn out coochie. Does your mother have a worn out coochie? How would you know what somebody's coochie is or isn't like? Like, you want it to be that way. But I'm going to tell you what, this is the thing that you can tell when a man does not get women. The vagina is a muscle. So like any other muscle, the more it's worked, the better it works.
The vagina is a muscle. The more it's worked, the better it works, or or the better the woman know how to use it. She can use it the way she want to use it. I don't know. I can't say if that's a fact or opinion, because I have different experiences. Like women with high body counts have had the snapback. They got the snapback. The shit always good. Then you got women with or the women that claim they have a low body count and it's trash. So maybe she right.
Women that have sex have a tighter coochie, because women who haven't had any intimacy, as soon as you,
I wouldn't say tighter. I say that they know how to work their muscles. They know how to work that shit. Maybe more juicier than a woman with low body count. Maybe. Oh, that's a woman thing, man. Shit, I don't know. Shit, I just be hooked. Smash.
Break through initially, it falls to pieces, especially if they haven't been doing Kegels their whole entire life. They don't have any snapback.
Raw.
What are you talking about?
This is why her name is Raw, y'all. Just for those who are new and you have not.
Like, I need people to stop talking and make it make sense.
Make it make sense, y'all.
You can have somebody that's a full virgin, and the first time they are out the gate, they have a worn out prolapsed uterus. And you can have somebody that's been at it for years. Look at Kiki Wyatt. No shade to Kiki Wyatt. Kiki Wyatt is having her 12th child.
Kiki Wyatt be popping out babies. Listen, I salute her. She is a soldier. Say what y'all want about that woman. That woman will pop out some. She pops out a litter.
So, like, I mean, I've been really trying to understand what is the logic. Y'all want to shame people. Y'all want to make women feel a certain type of way so that you can be what?
Lady D, we are trying to get monetized. Y'all got to make sure y'all are hitting the like, that y'all are sharing your girl out. We're trying to go ahead and get that super chat button. Until then, we do have the Cash App. It is $Roxy19. I don't know if it's still pinned. It should still be pinned. But until then, y'all keep sharing, keep liking, get me in the algorithm so we can make sure that we get that super chat button. Please and thank you.
Thanks. And I don't want to come up here and make your show but so salacious, but men and women that be on this silliness, like, come on, let's be so for real. Because a lot of y'all are not attractive. I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. A lot of y'all are.
She about to say the quiet part out loud. Listen up. Listen up. Let's get it.
Not attractive. And you try to diminish someone else's attractiveness, but here's the thing: if they are getting attention and if they are interacting with other people with regularity, there is attractiveness in them. Y'all be too worried about who's dating who's doing what, who's going where, who's getting what. Y'all be watching coochie. Stop
Coochie
that.
policing. Please stop coochie policing, because they be the main ones to be like, oh, you're dick policing. Gentlemen, can we talk about that? What is dick policing, and how do you feel in reverence to, or I guess in the opposite of it?
Another guy wondering where talking shit about where another guy sticks his penis. I always worried about where a guy sticks his penis, which shouldn't even fucking matter to no man. Let's go.
Where it comes down to how people want to coochie police. I don't know if Rue want to go first, one want to go first. Which one want to do it? You see how both of them quiet, Ron?
Y'all go ahead. I can't talk. I'm inside the building. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, he inside the building. Oh. Okay.
Willing to win?
What was the question?
The question is about the fact of how men love to claim dick policing. So I would like to know what dick policing actually is. And then I want to understand how men can claim such a thing. But then when we have so many examples of coochie policing, how do men feel about that? First question: what is dick policing?
Let's see.
Y'all have to understand, Roxy is on her second glass of wine. Y'all wanted Toxie. I don't understand why y'all be picking and choosing when y'all want me to be sober Roxy.
But hi, Rose, hi, my baby. And hello. I know that's my dog over at Raw. Hi,
yes,
Rose.
Yes, hey.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's good to be back. I just want to say, if a man is not really appreciating a woman, he doesn't know her body. That's what you're supposed to learn anyway. You're supposed to be able to touch her with 2 fingers, and guess what? She's ready.
You're supposed to be
I do agree. You have to learn the body. In order to learn the body, you have to be physically touching the body, studying the body, researching the body.
Still says D size is only part of the story. Sex is more than just penetration. Lady D said, "Put your back into it, fellas."
Well, you know, if you are well endowed, guess what? No, you're not supposed to just shove it all in, because you actually make her come, if I could say that. Fast.
I did set myself up for this show. I don't know why I didn't think
ain't
I should
gonna lie.
have
This is from you.
I should have saved this for a Friday. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, you should have said this on a Friday. Yeah, for
a
sure.
man that knows what he's doing in the first 30 seconds, you're creamy.
But here's the thing. Let's talk about the big D situation, right? Most men that have big D don't even know what to do with it. And then the other, you know what I'm saying? There's also a big portion of them that their penis is so big that they can't maintain a full stiffy.
Well, they just selfish.
This is your fault, bro.
Selfish. They selfish, Raw. You got
look at you. Look at your face.
The whole thing. Hey, I don't care who kill me out on it. I'm gonna tell you one thing. If your goal is to please your woman, dude, that's what you're gonna do. You're going to please her. See, she's supposed to. When you put that in her, hey, the first 30 seconds, she's already creaming. Now it's just about you having what they say, D control. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah, most men don't have
Mind
that.
you, we
If a
started
woman
off
knows
this
what she's doing.
conversation. We started
I would
off
say
this
for the record,
conversation
this
with
is
the
Rogue
fact
C's
that
fault. I would say for the record, this is Rogue
Wait a
C's
minute,
fault.
hold up. Is that my brother? Is that my brother Sale?
No, that's rude. That's rude. That's rude.
no, that's willing to win.
Oh, that was women. Okay.
Hey, but I gotta give him a shout out. But if a man knows a woman, what I'm saying is, if you're
Now?
Yeah, we can hear you, nigga. Yes.
Look at that. I got Willie in this affiliate already. He just got here. All right, look. So look, this is the whole point.
Eat a man.
I was just joking, bro. It was a joke, bro. It's not that serious. It's a lot. Dang, that's a lot. So first of all, Rosie wasn't advocating for hoes, but she was saying that it was important because there's some dysfunctional men that can't do it the right way.
Shout out to the hoes.
That was an interesting statement. I don't know, like I just think people just don't know what they're talking about when it really comes down to it. I heard people say just because a woman freaky with her man and they doing all kind of stuff, and now she fall in the category of hoe or slut.
Yeah, man, have you not heard Rogue C's new persona? Apparently, my new persona is Hosey. So yes, women, even the ones that you would deem not to be ones, get called hoes.
They don't know. I don't see a whole bunch of men calling women that are faithful to their husband hoes. Like, I don't even know where that came from. Like, matter of fact, I didn't even know that was a thing until I came over here, that just because she's freaky, now she's a hoe. That's never been in a definition. It's actually supposed to have been an insult. Calling somebody a hoe was saying that they was promiscuous. And the thing to be promiscuous, you got to be sleeping with more than one person. So us trying to go ahead.
No. They calling women who do it the old school way, right? Like back in the day when you had women who have 3-4 men or whatnot trying to vie for attention, and she entertained all of them until she weed them out to find her favorite one. So even if you're doing that and you don't even sleep with a man at all, you still would be considered a whore because you got too many options. Options make you a whore. No.
Also, shout out to China. China also gave us a breakdown. So.
Oh yeah, they definitely get mad at women for having options, and the shaming. The word hoe is to shame her out of that, because most guys can't pull her. They want her but can't pull her, so I had to shame her to make themselves feel good, right? And that's what happens a lot. Shame, blame, explain, right?
So shout out to that as well.
No, I agree though, even man, it's not true, but I'm saying they even calling women who explore their options and don't even sleep with men whores because they don't like women having options. They
well, no, I'm just
go.
That's the point that I'm saying is just because somebody say something and lie doesn't mean that we should hold it as the gospel. That's my problem, is that they say somebody lied, so this must be what it is today. No, call that person a liar. That he's lying when he say a woman who's not sleeping with him, but she is vetting 3 or 4 men at the same time as a hoe. He lied on that woman.
You have to understand, especially when it comes down to the space and everything that we're in, the lies are more exciting. The lies tell the better story. I
don't have to agree with the lie, Rosie. That's all I'm saying. Is like I hear a lot of people agreeing. Well, this is what they say, so we take it as it's true. No, sir.
I'm happy you said that, E, because my next segment was going to be about men who lie on their D. Because a lot of men will say that they slept with a woman that never happened. So I did want to understand.
That does happen often. Yep. Guys be trying to get them cool points in or stop you from messing with that woman.
Understand how the panel feels about that. And we can even talk about women who might lie on the P, but I do feel like that happens less likely than men who are just happy and go lucky to say that they slept with a woman, or they leave the inference that they slept with a woman, but not say something about it. So I kind of want.
That's why men do not focus on the woman. The focus is yourself and what you want to happen in your bubble. That's where the focus should be at. But let's go.
I wanted to know what you gentlemen, and then of course Rob, what you also think about it.
I hate that shit.
Let me see. Guys are so selfish. All they want to do is get theirs first and get up and go. That wouldn't be the.
That women can actually be worse than y'all when it comes down to wanting sex. We are worse than.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That ovulation window, god damn.
It's torture.
Yep.
Wine, and then add wine to it. It's a deadly.
Look at Jay Villa talking about I know it. Oh, I know it. Y'all, Tay and Rue, y'all handle stuff for me real quick. I'll be right back.
Hey. Y'all go ahead. Whoever's talking, go ahead.
Now, Rue, you know better. You know, at least steer the conversation. Y'all don't embarrass me in front of the people.
Nah, listen, man. I don't want to get. Y'all know I get graphic about this. I'm trying to be respectful here at Love Game. Hey, so I'm trying to keep it kind of cute, man. So who's next? Anybody was next? Y'all go ahead and I'll go after.
Go ahead, bro. You know what my whole thing is. Just if you're gonna, you gotta please your woman, bro. That's.
But
man, she got a dog now. Golly.
And then 3, it is just hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me get this.
I gotta shake because I gotta do this other show, but I just want
to dinner is an appetizer enough to say that you had.
That's the truth.
That is so true.
I'm
so for real.
Her feelings too, because she don't want to get beat up at the same time.
All right. So look. We agreeing. Now we ain't gotta agree. I'm agreeing. Me and whoever agree with me on this one. Oral sex that result into an orgasm count as a half a body, man. All right, that's it. I don't care. Y'all got it.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm gonna still stand on it. I mean, and this the thing. If you giving a woman head and you touching her and she gonna go, ain't no way we gonna tell you no. If the woman is telling you no, it's completely that it does not feel good to her and she's not going to even play with you. Like, just by hearing that, if I would have do I like, I'm going to let him have it. It's like, there's no way a woman going to say no. Like, no, you turned me on. You done took me there. I was about to climax, but I didn't climax. So I got to hold on another 2 and 3 and 4 months. Like, ain't no way.
So China, I'm gonna put the men on a little game for the men that don't know anything, because a lot of the men are like, "Why is a rose toy so so amazing for these women?" I need men to understand that just licking is not gonna do it. That little cat thing that y'all like to do, the little salt lick thing y'all like to do, it's not gonna do it. If y'all are not putting actual suction
not the salt lick
into it, it's not gonna work.
Yep.
Y'all actually have to inhale that thing.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, like I was saying earlier, a lot of women we don't experience inner orgasm. A lot of women experience outer orgasm, and if the man doesn't understand that, then he's gonna be lost. Because the thing is, a lot of men go by what they heard their friend did or when they was younger, so they don't try to educate themselves on a woman's body. They don't understand that you know what I mean, that it's really, really important to understand her clitoris. So I mean,
Do I hide this live? Do I put this live on private? And then, get your on. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, so talked about that. Let's see. Oh man, I was supposed to have some guests come, but I guess he chicken out. I guess he chicken out. I guess he chicken out. So this is what we're gonna do. Fuck it. I'm gonna pull him up real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna pull him up. Let's see. Cause he didn't pull up on me. So Cool Dreep, man, I'm finna pull you up. Why are you finna pull you up? But this is family right here. But this what he said. He said, never understood the fact that women treat broke ass niggas a lot nicer than a dude with money. Let me repeat it. Cool Dreep says, never understood the fact that women treat broke ass niggas a lot nicer than a dude with money. So this is what I replied. The problem is not the women. The problem stems from men thinking too much about what women doing instead of focusing on what they want the woman that likes them to do for them. I'm going to repeat that. The problem is not the women. The problem stems from men thinking too much about what women doing instead of focusing on what they want the woman that likes them to do for them. He replied back, women are the problem, big bro. Men live easy lives. It's only corruption when we involve them. How is it? I want him to come up here and talk to me about this, but I'm gonna have to have this conversation with my people, my audience, right? I appreciate everybody that came through and appreciate the people that stayed. How is it the woman problem? How is the woman the problem if the man invited her into his life? Huh? So how is it the woman? How is the woman the problem if the man supposed to navigate the system? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. The problem is people stay around too long when they're supposed to have let go. That's always the problem. Because in the end, the man or the woman will say, I wasted 3 years. I wasted 5 years. I wasted 7 years. I wasted 10 years on this motherfucker. Don't we always hear that? Don't we always hear that? So the problem is not the woman. The problem is you stayed too long when you shouldn't have stayed. Lionel, what's up, bro? I just came back and I hit I just came back to the chat. So okay, dead silence. We hear you now. Now I was finding something. Say he sounds bad, bruh. You don't know how bad that sound. Like I'm trying to. I was trying to make a point. And this is what I replied after that. I said, nah, you definitely need to hit my show on YouTube. We spend too much time pointing fingers. I'm going to crank the live up tonight after 11 o'clock. Now, he never responded. I done sent him the link. He never, he didn't pull up or nothing. So I decided to go on his page and motherfucking and rant. God damn it. Shit. Fuck it. I'll pull you up. You know what I'm saying? So we had a couple more comments. And definitely my homie Alexis, this is like a sister to me. She definitely replied, ask God to reveal your wife that love her like God loves the church. Money is nothing. Now I told her I was going live tonight. Look forward to seeing what the city has to say. And he replied, God has nothing to do with it. She replies respectfully, I feel that's the issue. We have gotten so far away from God's will. Try something different, see how it works for you, fam. So definitely. Hold up, damn, I ain't trying to do that. He also he be having comments in here that definitely be sparking my curiosity. As you can see, I done sent the link. I sent the link to him. I sent that to him. Bro, still ain't pull up. Cause he be posting shit that I be really want to say, but I'd be like, well, I'd rather have the conversation on live, right? I'd rather have the conversation on live. But I was trying to find something else he posted that sparked my attention. I don't know what the fuck is all this shit? Somebody tagging him and shit or something? He say, now this one say it's crazy how these women express how they will fuck for money. It's insane to me. They trying to pay for their bills. They trying to pay them bills, boy. And it's back in the days, they shamed them for this. These days, they don't shame women for this. They call it making a living, right? Making a living. And if that's how they make their living, then why is you worried about it? See, that's what I'm saying. The focus is too much on the woman. Like, this is what I be telling y'all. Don't focus too much on what the woman doing or how she moving. Focus on what you trying to do and how you running shit in your life. That's the focus. What's up, Chris? What it do, Chris? The Riz. So yeah, it's insane to me how men put more focus on the woman instead of into themselves. That's what's insane to me. Let me see. I don't think he got some more shit. I just all right, well anyway, that's a little brother. That's a little bro, and he be having he definitely got some business going that he can definitely focus on more than these damn women and what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely got shit to do. So if his goal is to date her, he should be worried though. Now, if his goal is to date her, it's not to worry, it's to vet. See what she like, see about this, see about that, see if they're compatible. That's the goal. Now, if he find out anything in between that, then that's when he making choices. Because ain't nobody gonna openly tell you the negative part about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Not if you dating. Say if the goal is to marry, he should be concerned. Nah, he only be concerned through the relationship. That's when you be concerned about things. You know what I'm saying? If the shit going, if the pattern's not right, the cooperation is off, the vibe is vibrational, the vibe is doing too much vibrating, it's not steady. That's when you be concerned. As for before the relationship, it's the vetting process, right? So if the goal is to just sleep with her, then I agree with you. Shouldn't be truly worried. I think that's the goal most of the time, Lena. Ain't that's the goal most of the time? I think a lot of guys just mad because the woman they really want, they can't get. And that's when these questions fall in place. That's the domino effect. They can't get the woman they really want, and they got to settle for the woman that's present. Now, that's when they get to complaining and shaming the women and saying this about, like, bro, that's not all women. So why, if that's not all women, why is you worrying about this portion? Why is you worrying about the negative portion side of the woman? You know what I'm saying? You on this side. Why is you looking at this side that you're complaining about? But on this side, here go the women you're looking for. Now you overlooking. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem, man. Like, it don't make no sense. Lionel, talk to me, bro. Say, bro, I already tell these women that I do advocate work, that I've been violated by grown as a kid. I tell the horror stuff first to see how they react. They don't know what women they really want, though. But that's the thing. They want the freak elite that they complain about, right? They want the little freak elite that they talking about. But they can't get the freak elite to act accordingly, so they talk shit about the freak elite. I'm not understanding that. Like, just leave the freak elite alone. You know what I'm saying? And start going for the other women that you actually looking for. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, that's it. Let's see. Say they can't tell the difference. Why? Why they can't tell the difference? Is they manipulated? That's why they can't tell the difference, or they haven't experimented with enough women to tell the difference. What is it? Why they can't tell the difference? Like, or they haven't been taught. I know you mentioned that a lot, that they wasn't taught this stuff. Right? Yeah. And I can understand that. I can understand, because it's a lot of shit that I wasn't taught, but god damn it, life took me through some rough ass experiences. So the thing about it is, once I made my choice, and I ain't give a fuck about no validation. And a lot of these guys, that's what they look at. Like, when they make a choice and they make a wrong choice, they be looking like, oh, what do the fellas think about me? What would the guys think? I'm like, bro, that's where I was saying earlier, we gotta stop that shit. Messiahs. Hold up. Welcome to the stage. Who this?
Bro, it's me.
Oh, okay. Bro, you changed. You crazy. Oh shit.
I'm gonna do it this way. First, good evening, man, because I've missed most of the show.
Oh shit, you definitely missed some shit then. Yeah, it's all good. You
I
at
had to
work?
go to sleep. I had to go to sleep after AEW.
Oh, okay. You watch AEW. Hold on for a second. What? Huh? You hungry? Shit, you should thought about that before you came. I ain't getting no grocery to the mall. And you go look in the kitchen and see if you can heat up some of that. There's some canned food in there. Yeah, see what you can do. All right. They say they don't know, they can't tell the difference, right?
They can't tell the difference. Here's the thing, and people can disagree, but they talk to enough guys in sociology to be able to let you know that on an average level, the majority of men only have a limited number of female experiences.
Right.
Everyone doesn't have 20 girls under their belt. And when you have female homies, some will tell you certain things. But in the same breath, unfortunately, some guys are so busy trying to get in good with the female homie that they don't hear what the women are saying. And then when you got the other female homies that you can listen to, they don't have enough experience to be giving you the right advice. So it becomes an information situation. So if you're literally taught that, hey, is she cute? Does she make you happy? You should marry her. That's generally that's the standards a lot of guys heard growing up.
Right.
They're not asking legitimate quality or any type of resonance factors. So what is the guy supposed to know? So when he gets with the chick, because again, she was cute, she made him smile, gave him a compliment, and then he realized this is Chucky, the doll. This is Leatherface. This Ghostface. This Pennywise the dancing clown he dating. He ain't no better. They were smiling in his face, which isn't an excuse, but that is the result of how he was taught. And then, he seen Jeff walking around, and Jeff got 10 baddies on his shoulder, and he's trying to figure out, well, dag, where did I go wrong? Well, guess what? You're going to see a Jeff here and there, but the majority of the dudes you're seeing had like 2 or 3 girlfriends before they got married. That's just the reality.
God damn. That's a low ass number.
But people say that, but that is the general situation. That is a good portion of guys. There's something that it's bad when I got to use this, but there is accuracy in what they're saying. It's something like how Fresh and Fit would say that only 20% of guys are getting all the girls.
Right.
And the majority of guys aren't. Well, when we went to the T app, that whole T app that got exposed, it literally showed that reality. How 50 chicks was talking about one guy. How 19 women were talking about one guy. You started to see a pattern about how a large amount of chicks, and they weren't like baddies or nothing, they was average chicks or below average, but they were talking about one guy. So if you're seeing that one dude is being put on blast by 50 chicks, it starts to look like that argument that was being passed around. Meanwhile, I work with a bunch of dudes that are married. All of them had basically 4 at max partners before they got married.
Yeah.
And they talk about it, but they don't talk about it in a sense like these type of conversations. They talk about it as complaining about their wife. No shade to anybody. But so they don't know. So how would the guys know? We're saying, go out there and be a homemaker. go out there and just tear it up. But I've listened to enough women also to know that a guy would think that he's great in bed, but then he's going around. He's being told he's good, but 10 girls think he's trash. So he got all the ego and no skill.
Damn.
Because no one decided to be honest with him. And they'll say that I'm not his mom. That sucks that you got to say that to be honest with somebody, but that's what you generally are hearing. So the guys don't know. Go ahead.
I said definitely a conversation that they do need to have with the guy, but yeah, go ahead, continue.
Because they don't know. So it goes back to training. Who's teaching them? We say go off of experience, but if a lot of dudes don't have experience, ain't much they can do. They say, hey, college is an experience. College is an experience for a subset of guys, not for a lot of guys. And they do talk about how promiscuous a lot of the women are. Yeah, to particular guys. Now, of course, unless you are doing something to a female without her consent, now that conversation changes a little bit.
Definitely.
But some guys resort to that because they can't get it. So they resort to that.
Right.
And you get measured by how many bodies you get. Just like how men get measured by how many bodies they get, it's just the inverse for the women. They also get measured by how many bodies they get.
Right.
It's just that there's a quality shift. But yeah, if dad is teaching you, if dad is telling you that being married is a headache, but I love my wife, I love your mom, I just want, she was nice, I talked to her, bam, next thing you know, we together. If that's all dude telling you, what are you thinking you supposed to do? Oh, look at that bad shot. Oh shit, red velvet, let me go talk to her. And you thinking that's it. And then reality hits you in your face. Now you feel like it's a waste of time because it didn't work through. You should have saw the signs to leave, but what signs were you taught to show you that you should have left? When again, you're hearing too many married people say marriage is a lot of work. Marriage is a headache. We got, they've been together for all this time, but they have to work through all these issues. They're literally thinking the same thing. Your mind is constantly being shaped by what's being said. So, and people
more of listening to the outside instead of experiencing from the inside.
And that's the thing too, because I do believe a lot of people don't love themselves, but they don't know how to also. So when you're looking at these young men, they're being taught that a woman's validation is everything. Then what happens when they grow up? They start doing things in validation for a woman, but now they're also angry. And I tell people point blank, you should be angry. The world lied to you. So how do we get past that? Let it out. Go ahead. But how do we get past that now? How do we start looking for what you want to deal with, for what you want to be around?
Yeah, the teaching wasn't so bright. It wasn't so accurate, and it wasn't what looked it like it worked. Didn't work. It just that back then, from our time anyway, it was a coping thing. They just cope with.
Yeah.
And then we get older, we start having these conversations with grandma. We had the conversations with grandpa and realized they didn't even like each other.
They didn't even like each other.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, okay, they were together this many years. They didn't even they love each other, but they ain't like each other. They just stayed together for the sake of the family.
And presentation. Some of the people do that because it makes you come off better if you're married.
Right.
Some people use that as a symbol.
I think you cut out. Yeah, you. Goddamn. He did. He dropped that. Yeah, that's yeah, once you get older, man, you find that shit out like, damn. Grandpa and grandma, they didn't like each other. This and that was going on.
My
Like,
bad. That was on me.
You good.
Yeah, they use that as the symbol of a man. Even in certain workforce places, they tell you that, hey, you should be married because it looks better when you're married.
Right.
That's unfortunate because that's where we end up being.
And then it just be,
I'm just married. That's it.
Man, a settling thing. Pretty much a settling thing.
Next thing you know, I'm in a sexless marriage.
This is not the person I desired. This is not the person I really wanted.
Yup.
I just settle for this person for the benefits of this, the benefits of that.
Now you in a sexless marriage.
Yeah, now you in a sexless marriage. Now you
Now
out here.
now your libido down.
Now you out here buying what they call the sex workers. That was the beginning of the show. It was a sex worker was talking about how she saved lives.
Oh, we love the hoe.
So they were talking about they were talking about what she say? The incels, right? The incels, the guys that's in sexless marriages, that's the lonely guys, the guys that's handicapped. Like she and the stuff that she talked about was like the sexual frustration part, right? The guys she said she stopped a lot of guys from just shooting up shit.
I believe her.
Shooting up places and shit because I mean, you know, once she talked to these guys, she actually get the inside of their thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Because they feel comfortable with her. And she make them feel good, feel some type of way that they can express how they really feel from the inside. So she was like, yeah, she saved countless lives. She saved marriages. You know what I'm saying? Because she a sex worker. And she
I would argue
something.
something with that.
Go ahead.
It's something I've said about strippers or prostitutes. They are trained to be nice.
Right.
Because they're trained to be nice, it's a lot easier for them to talk to these guys and be that certain type of way. And people have to, okay, I gotta lower this to like the Black community. They talk about the angry Black woman. That didn't come from nowhere. That's all I'm saying. That didn't come from nowhere. I grew up seeing the angry Black women. And of course, people ask, well, why? Why were they angry? You know, because, you know, you got to defend it. But the reality is you do see that. But when you talk to these corner girls, they're nice. They're trained to be nice. They're trained to talk to you so you can keep putting money in them. Now, obviously, the money is part of the job. That's their job. Yeah. But I've listened to workers who literally say that they talk to married men. These married men pay money and they're not even after vagina. They just want a nice woman to talk to them. It sounds bad, but that becomes the reality.
Comfort, though. Comfort. Yeah. Understanding. Or they're trained to understand. So,
and no, it's what I said again. These are married men going after this with these women.
Right.
So it's not like these are men who don't have a girl or can't get a woman. They already won they won the race, but they feel like losers.
Damn.
I can't sit there and be like, you don't have enough experience if he's been married for 10 years.
Mm.
I ain't gonna say nothing negative.
And it happened 5 years of confusion and back and forth to the next 5 years of just being unhappy. But yeah, that's pretty much how it happens, huh?
I'm close to a relationship that had a 20-year resume on it. And then the problem became the husband hated his wife. When they went to therapy, he let it out. And at that point, they had been married for 16 years. He revealed he hated his wife. He hated everything about her.
Damn.
He hated the responsibility he had with the 2 kids. He felt like they were all suffocating him. A year later, divorce. She thought everything was okay. She just thought they were going through some stuff like people do, but she didn't understand how much he hated her.
Damn. Woo. Situations, man. Situations.
And again, this is another dude, like I've said, he's married. I personally know a couple of his exes. It's not like this guy wasn't getting chicks. That's why I refuse to say that the guys coming online are dudes that can't get booty or sexually frustrated or whatnot, because I see different stories of dudes who literally got the girl who has this level of rage and anger still.
So what you think that be? Where you think that stems from? Like, is that a self problem thing? I guess
it always starts at home. It always starts with the self,
right?
But I mean, it's a good question. I don't want to just answer it because I've heard different situations, and it do start with them. I don't want to say it's because they didn't get the girl that they want, because they don't know the woman that they want. There often you'll get a girl that you can think is perfect until you realize she's not perfect to you. You can get a girl that you think, damn, she a gamer, she like wrestling, she like anime, she got the right body, nice smile, she's educated, she works. You think everything good. And then she gets with you and turns into Peggy Bundy all of a sudden. She want to sit on the couch. She want to sit on the couch and eat bonbons all day. She want to take your money. You trying to figure out what happened. Maybe it's a phase. No, it's a lifestyle. That's the transformation part. The other part.
That's the bait and switch.
Yeah. The other part is, and these aren't the situations I'm hearing though, fortunately. What I'm hearing is these guys they grow tired of the women. But they also, this is funny because it goes to the settling conversation, because they settle after the situation. They get the girl that they want, or they think they want in the moment, but once they've been with them and put the time and effort in, they settle in it also. The time for leaving would have been long ago. They passed that expiration.
Right.
That's why the women generally are initiating divorce. One, because they know they're gonna get some benefits, but two, they know they got other options waiting.
So the guys that you're speaking about are the guys that need to be up here talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are these guys? Like, I don't see them on panels. Or am I missing something?
No,
I don't see them.
You don't see them.
Shows.
You don't see them on panels, but they're definitely in the comment area. They're definitely watching the show from behind. These are the guys that will talk about this stuff, but they're not going up there. They're listening and they're having the conversations outside, but you definitely not gonna see them going on the panel. Generally speaking, you're not. You got to find them and drag them up there. But they're listening.
That's wild. I mean, Coach Greg Adams like the only one I've seen that has done that. And now look at them, shit, making a whole living off of it. You know what I'm saying? Taking up the motherfucking black Asians and shit.
And that's on. There's another one. Speaking of the Asians, a lot of them hate their men. A lot. It is literally a whole thing, and it'll try to get minimized. But the reality is, there are very strong cases in Korea, China, Japan. You know, there are people that literally they get a whole multiple room bedroom, literally because, hey, we're gonna get this child, we're gonna get a couple benefits, and after that, we done. But yet they don't divorce. It's just they roommates now.
Oh shit.
They tell you that the situation's so bad in Europe. Is it Europe or the UK? One of them that they're putting in. I hate to be able to even report shit like this. They're putting in the classrooms curricula on how to treat women, on how to be gentlemen. You know, because there's a lot of abuse that happens over there. And there's a lot of quote unquote misogyny, but it's got to the point where they have to make classrooms, sessions to teach men how to be men. But notice what I said earlier. They're teaching them to be gentlemen for women. They're literally teaching them how to treat women. So the brainwashing is right there.
Right.
It's already telling you, hey, you have to operate this way for the woman, to the woman, because of the woman. But they're not doing the opposite. They're not putting in class for women to be able to treat men. So if a woman spits on your face, call you a bitch ass nigga, and you white, and it's like, you're supposed to take that. They're going to be taught you a gentleman. You're supposed to just walk away. If you don't tombstone power driver her, give her a Styles Clash, like come on. But that's what's being taught. You come over here, what do they teach you? They teach you don't hit a female. You stronger than her. You got guys who get offended. Don't call a girl a bitch. You got guys over here saying all women are queens and goddesses. You get to watch your mom grow up struggling, trying to hold it down while she got Pookie and Ray Ray sliding in at night. Like you just saying, gotta be honest. So you gotta watch all of this, and then again, it shapes you. You can't have a whole pre-K to 12th grade seeing nothing but female leaders and a hand size of male leaders around, and then start to look like you're not going to get shaped by that. You go into I went to the because I got checkups. I went to go get a checkup the other day, and it's like the hospital dominated by women.
Facts.
You got maybe 2 dudes you saw in there, and 30 employees that are women. I went my last hospital, the other hospital I had went to. The main doctor was a woman, Indian woman, beautiful as hell. But most of the employees were women. And then you had one dude at the desk, and you know, he's the assistant. Now, of course, I messed up. I'm like, is he gay? But I had to ask.
Yeah.
But you see that even so in the health field, you're seeing that. When you go to therapy as an adult, they tell you, hey, go to therapy. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna run into a woman.
Right. What these motherfucking doing out here, man? Besides complaining.
Like, I'm just saying, like, so you're gonna see, even you're starting to see now. This isn't the majority by any metric, but you are starting to see more women bus drivers, more women train drivers, more women working at the oil rigs. They're slowly falling into that. It's not the majority, but you're slowly seeing them crawl into
it's
that.
definitely expanding. Yeah.
Plumbers. There are female plumbers that are starting to try to come in. Again, it's not the majority, but it is. They're starting to creep in. So it does tell you that the guys are still out there working. That's why I said, where are these guys? When you ask where are these guys at, they at work. That's honestly what they're doing.
The bitch shit.
Yeah, they're at work. They're trying to
doing a job nobody want to do.
Yes, they're the garbage men. They're the maintenance men in different areas. Hey, I respect these dudes all around. I try to make it easier. I try to make it easier for the garbage men because I respect what they do. I try to make it easy for the electrician or the plumber. However, I can make y'all job easier because I respect the hell what y'all do. Y'all literally keep everything going. Because if you don't pick up my trash, I'm feeling some type of way. If the UPS man is coming and he don't have a clear way to get to the house, all y'all cars got to get destroyed now. There's about to be some Kamehameha on all y'all cars because he the only nigga allowed to knock on my door. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, so this is what they're doing, but they are listening. They hear what's being said, and you have a lot of guys. They're making money off of a lot of guys' struggles, a lot of their silent struggles.
Right.
That's why these guys are making money because they are talking. Unfortunately, a lot of guys are being banned. They are being targeted. If it sounds red pillish, they're trying to basically demonetize you. So that becomes another problem.
That's crazy. And yeah, they definitely they really opened up to the red pill since it went global and shit.
It's become vocabulary now. Manosphere, red pill, it's become vocabulary. It's just not in the most positive light. You actually have to start talking in order to create that positive conversation by highlighting the positives of it.
Right.
Just because you see dudes who are the representatives or the figure faces of it, it doesn't mean everything they're saying is right, but it doesn't mean everything they're saying is wrong. And that's what people have to understand. Everything isn't going to be, hey, this person's full of crap. No, he makes some points. In fact, some of his points might work. All right, I'm going to stop myself. I'm going to give an example. When I watched, now it's years ago now, so I want to be honest, but I was watching this whole conversation with Fresh and Fit. They had like 12 women up there, and they was asking them basically what you look for in a dude. And the more I listened to these women, it was like they have no standards. They don't know what the fuck they want.
Right.
They have no destination. They have no direction. And then, of course, people will say, hey, that's just them girls. They just picked up some hoes. Okay. So it makes you watch another episode. And then when you watch a year amount of this stuff, and you're seeing these guys are going on almost 5 to 6 nights a week, and you're seeing these girls with no answers 99% of the time. How are you supposed to look at that and just be like, oh, well, it's just those girls? No, these are different chicks. That's actually
different parts.
So and then my journey, and this would have been 2021. 2021, I looked at Fresh and Fit, Daily Wrap Up Crew, listening to Kevin Samuels, pick a dude, MTR. I'm listening all around. And I'm hearing the same thing. So you're seeing literally different women, different parts, same conversation. Pop the Balloon when it was popping, same situation. But then you start listening to the bootleg Pop the Balloons. you hear the same thing. It's a bunch of nothing coming out of their mouth. So at this point, when I start to see dudes getting upset, I get it. I'm like, shit. The internet make it look like real quick. There's a lot of ain't shit chicks out here.
That's why they got to get the experience in reality, because some guys are just, it look like they get most of their experience off the internet.
No, that's because it is a global web situation. It's showing you the heavy layers of the ratchetness. It's not particularly showing you, but I don't want to use that excuse because you got to look for it. If you want to see the quality chicks, you got to look for it.
Right.
I follow some quality chicks that don't come off ratchet. You know, I mean, they could be lying, but they don't come off ratchet.
Right.
And I know, you know, when people say the internet lies, my problem with that is they make it sound like reality is different. Any nigga from the hood can tell you a lot of hood dudes lie. They put on a whole facade. It's like, I have to quote it. It's like that movie 8 Mile when Eminem went after Captain America.
Yeah.
When he was hitting him, this guy's a gangster. His real name Clarence. And Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. You know, he was talking like, yo, you talking about you that dude, but you come from a white collar family and environment. You playing like a thug. You see that in the hood a lot. You saw it in the streets. People act like niggas weren't lying in real life. If you came to school, niggas had all type of lies to tell you.
Same with the internet.
Exactly. That's why I said people try to tell you that this is so different. I think it's a lot closer than people want to give credit for.
Yeah, basically one tree, different branches, right? Shit.
So let's say you do look at real life. I'll separate it for the sake of the conversation. If you go out in the world, they tell you what? It's 8 billion people here. Only problem with that is you're not going to meet 8 billion people.
Nah.
So now you cut that in half. Let's say you got 4 billion females. Well, you're not going to meet that. You're going to cut that in half. Most people limit it to their geography. So you look at their geography. We got 100K. Now you have to roll around and see what exactly are you going to find when you go out there. Because statistically, there's a lot of patterns that you will see that's identical. Let's say you give some guy advice. He go out there, he meets 20 chicks. That's a good number. But what if all the chicks are some ratchet Peggy Bundys that he meets? That's going to dilute his mentality. We're going to immediately say, what's wrong with you? But the problem is, maybe the fish in the sea are dirty.
Their experience.
Yeah. Maybe they are toxic. You know, they say there's always another fish in the sea. What if it's a bunch of toxic fish in the sea? And then for me to tell him, hey, just go to this place, I'm draining his energy. Because I gotta think about my man's mental health. He already just had 20 different chicks and they trash. Why would he assume the next set of chicks are different? His mind has to learn from something.
Right.
And if the internet is showing him the same thing, guess what? He's seeing these qualities in them now. But then we're going to tell him, don't do that. We're going to say, hey, you got to look for different things. He's going to start creating things that actually he don't like. But he's trying to look past what's being presented in front of him.
He's going mid-talk. But the thing about that, though, I'm going to take your example with the 20 women, right? 20 women, same result. He it's the common denominator in that shit. So it's got to be something with him. If you meet 20 women and you don't see, like, you know what I'm saying, no kind of different shape or form into that.
I agree with you. Now, the thing is, how he's going to hear that from people is something negative. I like to think differently on that. I like to ask, what are your qualifications? Because maybe he doesn't have standards.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't understand exactly what he wants. But in the same breath, he's definitely seeing a lot of things he don't want. That's why I said I agree with you, but I want to invert it because they might be some ratchet chicks. I mean, if I take you to Atlanta downtown, I promise you, you're going to meet more negatives than positives. You got to go out of Atlanta and really search.
Right.
Now, again, Georgia's a big place. You know, we can go to Alpharetta, Roswell, Mansell, you know, Savannah. We could peep some different areas. But then the problem becomes either they're taken already, or hey, it's just that dude's turn before you take her. Let me stop. But you don't, again, it becomes a conversation of what can you meet, because just because you meet different chicks, it could be what you've been, it goes back to what you've taught. You might not have the appropriate standards to be able to measure what you know you want versus what you accept. Like, and that's where I go back to, these guys don't know what they're looking for. And I don't mean that as a shade to them. I genuinely mean a lot of guys haven't been taught.
Right.
They've been taught it's supposed to be easy. A girl compliments you. Hey, she likes me. You ask her out. You get to know her representative for a while. You know her job interview self. And the next thing you know, you're trying to put a ring on it.
So they can't really differentiate some of the validation that they get, because it's a lot of men that all a woman got to do is speak to them, smile, say hey, and then the guy like, oh yeah, she liked me.
Most men don't get a compliment, Joe. That's still true. Most men don't get a compliment. In a world where we have created social media, in a world where we have created rewards for just putting a picture up, for sharing something, the whole heart something is a reward system. And a lot of guys realize they're not being rewarded. So when they do get a compliment, what happens? Now they trying to put all their energy into it.
Right.
It's bad, but it's strength trying to teach. I'm trying to think, because I want to say go out and get the experience, but the experience may not always be beneficiary. It may not be beneficial for you. No, I said always, not always. Sometimes.
I guess it depends on the upbringings and what mind frame the guy in too.
But this is where that's why you can speak in general though, because we go back to the married men, because again, they met the girl, they got the girl, they married the girl. We would say they're winning, they're miserable. So it goes beyond, he might be having a couple of bad experiences. It goes into some deeper stuff. I do say, hey, we got to hold them accountable, but I can't completely fault them for meeting a bad chick. It's just like the show we was reacting to. They was knocking the guys. They was knocking the guy because he was getting 3, 4s, and 5s. And I'm sitting here like, but y'all never created that specification. Y'all talked about him getting women. He's getting women.
Right.
That was the entire criteria. But because you don't like that he's getting the lower quality and appearance women, now it's a time to attack. No, he winning. He winning more than these other guys are.
Yeah, buddy.
He figured out a
The way
system.
they talking.
He
Yeah.
figured out a system, Jeff. He figured out his game. And he figured out to get what's going to come out of him.
I definitely gonna definitely gotta react to some more of Miss Lucario and Miss 1950. They been on TikTok fucking up some shit. Miss 1950 crazy as fuck. That man a beast.
But I want to go to you what you're saying, which is the most important thing is I do ultimately agree that experience matters, but I don't want to take away from the fact that the people watching the internet should be disqualified because it's no different to me than reading a book. If I read a book on how to fix a dishwasher, then me going on YouTube to fix a dishwasher is still learning something. You're still getting that experience. If I'm listening to the guys online, and then because that's what the young guys are doing, if I'm listening to the guys online, taking their advice and then going out and applying that, but then striking out, I still, hopefully you learned something, but I still took that information and still applied it. I agree that, hey, you're applying it to the wrong set of chicks, but they don't know the difference. Just like how you asked, where are the men? I also will ask, where are all the good quality women coming out to speak?
Yeah, we definitely need that too. Like we need those women need to come out and definitely start talking about their experiences and how they work their way into that. Instead of all the ratchet shit that's been displayed. But yeah, I was getting ready to shut that bit down though. We at the 3-hour mark. Yeah, we over 3 hours, but
I appreciate you for having me up.
I appreciate you coming through, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Any final words for the people?
These bitches ain't shit. No, let me stop. Hey.
Yeah, you already got sniped last time you said.
It's a chaotic environment out here, man. It is a chaotic environment. It is a battlefield. We have access to a lot of information. The whole thing is sorting the information out and seeing what works. Love, as a guy, love yourself. Love yourself. Know what you're willing to put up with. Know what you don't want to settle for. Because at the end of the day, you will waste your time allowing the wrong energy around you, especially if you don't learn from it.
Right.
So you definitely need to really just take the information in, take different sets of information. Don't just look at one, two, take in different sets of information, learn. And if your goal is to get married, do what Jeff said. You really got to vet them out, but also be aware that the vetting stage, unfortunately, has turned into a playground also, where you could vet someone for 2 years and get a completely different person when you get with them.
For sure.
It's a chaotic battlefield.
Yeah.
But have a good night, man.
Appreciate you, man. You have a good one too.
All right.
Yes, sir. Man, that was some good shit, man. That was some good shit. Did I give you the cocaine tonight? Hold up. I had to find my video. Oh shit, did I erase it? Oh no, did I give y'all that cocaine? Did I give y'all the cocaine?
Did they give us that cocaine? Did they give us that cocaine? Cocaine. Cocaine. Woo.
That was some good shit right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we about to end this thing, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share the live screen, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Y'all know what it is. I beat D, Dr. Frizzle, Dr. Frizzle Frost. And remember, we don't need no helicopter to elevate over hills. Peace and prosperity to you all.
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that was that called family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo, bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. Blood means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. Cold, bitch. Welcome to Frostville. Salute to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Get your ass up out of here.